YouTube going and then I will bring you up. I just literally ran in the house. Um, I don't get off of work until 3:30, but it is raining and school traffic. So we now know that 4 o'clock is pushing it. 4 o'clock is pushing it. And of course, it is Friday. So, Dana, I'm going to be bringing you in just a second. Let me know if you're ready. Is everything going to be slow in my life when I need it to be fast? That's fun. She said, kind of. Well, Nikki finished early, but she got to send people over to Katie. So that's good. And let me get this customization thing working. Dana, I don't want you have all your clothes on because I want to make sure that we're ready to go. That's funny. I get that from Willie, He literally says, "Do you got your bra on?" I'm not naked. That's good. All right, great. We're going to bring you in. Don't care how close of clothing you have on, but I should have my chat open. Hey, girl, hey.
Look, I have on my misty glasses. I can't
You
see
do?
crap, but I have them on. Okay, I'm gonna try this YouTube thing again.
Okay, so
So hopefully
you're
none of
you're
the
you're
perps.
but I'm
Oh
going to tell
no,
you how to do it.
I know, but it just said something went wrong.
Oh.
Maybe I
Oh, you
can't.
know what? Here's
Can
what
I
is
not do
happening.
it when you're?
Right.
Okay. All right.
So
That's all right. That's all right.
what we have found is, yeah, Nikki messaged me and then I was still in the driveway. It wasn't 4 o'clock yet, so
No.
it's okay. Sorry, Katie was on, rated her. Yeah, no worries, Nikki, we got it. So I was just like, hold on. But Katie was on. I didn't know Katie was on, so that's good.
No, that's okay. I'll just practice sometime. I just thought since we were both on, maybe it would. Not that anybody's on mine, so
So what we found out
everybody's on Beth's channel.
recently, we recently found out that if you are a co-host, that it and Missy said she doesn't know why that is happening because it used to be that both people could stream.
Yep, we streamed. Yeah, we both streamed the first one.
Yeah. So
Well, I put on. So back in the day when I was working at school and I was first started watching Misty, I was like, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to order cool glasses too. And I went with this. I love them. I love these glasses, but of course now I can't see out of them. So I got to get new lenses put in. But the kids thought I was cool because I had cool glasses.
well, and
I can't see anything.
hey, Carolyn. Hey, Rachel. Thank y'all for coming over. Rachel says she's been watching your YouTube, Dana.
Thank you, Rachel. We appreciate that very much, you guys. I hope
Okay,
you're finding it at least semi-entertaining.
it is very entertaining.
We have to watch yours from last night because we were behind on TV watching.
Yeah. So I have a funny story. You ready? It's an
Yep.
elementary school story. So I did not look like this when I went to work today. Like 5 minutes ago, I did not look like this. Okay. Um, last night, so I go to bed really early. Everybody knows that. I'm the first one at school because I open up all the things, but I go to bed really early. Last night, I had to go to an awards banquet. I've had 25 years in the same district.
Yay!
So we did this awards thing, and I was like, I don't want to go. And everybody's like, you got to go. Fine. I went for my chicken and potatoes and green beans. The getting my nails done so I'm on mute. Okay, I can sign for you. Do you know sign language? I know sign language. So she's probably like, what? She flipping me off? No. Okay. So let me just say that at 8 something, They were just on the, thank you. They were just on the retirees.
Uh-huh.
I have had a bath and I am in bed asleep by 8 o'clock. Okay. So I send a picture of me and my friend who I met when I got here, Tammy. Tammy was 30 years in this district. I'm 31 years total in education. I'm 25 years in this district. Okay. So we're together cutting up because we should not go anywhere together. But anyway, we took a picture and we sent it to our bosses and said, my principal, my AP, and the office staff, and said, FYI, we're going to be late tomorrow. It's way past grandma's bedtime, and they're only on the retirees. We still had to do the 40-year people, the 35-year people, the 30-year people, which was Tammy, and then me. And I was like, as soon as they do my name, and I'm Villarreal, so I'm at the very end. So I'm just like, we're leaving. And she goes, deal. Because I thought they were going to do me first, like to go like 20,
Right.
25, 30. No, they did it backwards. So I am dragging. I had a ponytail today, no makeup, because I came home and washed any of that off, because I'm not a makeup girly. I'm a chapstick kind of girl. And I had the school spirit shirt on and my jeans, and literally walked out of the house in my house slippers today. So I wore those to school today.
Oops.
Fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. So one of my frequent little flyers, hey, a new leaf. So one of my little frequent flyers comes into the clinic. That means she comes a lot. She has her hair is done. I'm sure it took 4 or 5 hours. It's beautiful, long braids, all the things. And I said, "Oh, your hair looks great." And Pinterest was up because we're looking for designs for next year. And I said, "Oh, I like that hair. I like that." I said, "Maybe I should get that." She looks at me and she says, "Yeah, because yours is a little frizzy."
Oh, 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 oh.
I said, "Get out of my clinic." And
Oh.
she's like, "Well, I'm not telling a story. It is very frizzy." I said, "You're right, my precious angel. It is frizzy. It is raining and I am tired. So at least I came today. Get out of my clinic." So she starts laughing and she goes, "Are you mad?" I said, "No." We play around like this. And I said, "No, but remind me to remind you when your braids get messed up after recess that your hair is also frizzy." And she was like, "Oh no, I need to slick it back, right?" And she goes, "Well, maybe if you just brush it, it'll help." I'm like, "You're not helping your story, ma'am."
I
So we're bantering back and forth. I literally came home and put my hair in a bun because
because it was frizzy. You didn't want us to see that nonsense, you know?
and I was like, I was just bullied by a fourth grader.
Oh, you want to really get bullied? Go to middle school.
Mm-mm.
I remember my very first week. I'm pretty sure I was told a number of times that I'm fat, which thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate your kindness and your honesty. My favorite was the day I'm sitting there and all of a sudden, because of course I worked with the our 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 learning resource kids. And I'm sitting there and the one is just he keeps looking at me and going like this. And I finally looked at him, I said, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Don't only boys have mustaches?"
Oh
Thomas. Thomas, I won't say his last name. He has since come up and apologized, which is wonderful. But yes, that was the day I was like, this is not the job to do if you really, really worry about what you look like.
Well, bless her heart, because she and I have a long history together because she comes so frequently.
Yeah.
Um
She
and
just loves you.
she's cutting full. She was cutting full, but the way that she did it for dramatic effect. She paused and she said, I said something about getting mine done, and she paused and said, "Yeah, because yours is a little frizzy. And then I said, oh, really? Like that? She said, I mean, maybe if you brushed it, because she knows I'm famous for washing my hair, going to bed with it, and then doing this in the morning. Why brush it until later, right? So I'll tell her, she gets upset because her hair sometimes gets messed up. And I said, girl, don't worry, I didn't brush my hair today. So she says to me, well, maybe if you brush it. I said, well, aren't you precious? Get out of my clinic.
Yep. Yep.
I
That's all
said,
you can
clearly
do.
you're not sick if you can sit here and make fun of me.
The joys of children. And this is what they all have to look forward to.
Bless her heart. That's true. Bless her heart. But that's okay. I told her, I said, have a great day. And then the nurse was dying laughing. And she said, the whole this and this, she so got that from you because I'll go, what is going on here? Like when they come in and get them, oh, what is going on here? She goes, I swear it's your mini me. She said, and if you would just, it's looking a little frizzy. She said, that was so you.
She needs you.
I created a monster, but that is okay. Well, hey, y'all. Hey, it is Friday. It's Friday.
I just realized today could be the last 5-day week I have for months. I might be starting my 4-day weeks because I'm off on Friday. I'm off the Monday after. Then it's Memorial Day.
I'll see. Yeah.
And then if we meet this goal we have, because it's accounting, our boss tries to get us to meet goals early on in the season. And if we meet the goals, he closes the office at lunchtime on Fridays. I only work part-time, which means I get off on Fridays.
Yay.
And I realized that today. I was looking at my computer and I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to be off of 4-day weeks. Yes. So,
Well,
yay.
we have, what is it? Is it 13? I think it's, no, wait, it's 13 or 14
Yeah, you got to be almost done.
days. There's 13 with students, and I work 14. Excuse me, I got hiccups. I got 14 more days. Well, technically, no. I mean, the probability of me actually showing up 14 days is really low. I told Mama today, I said, Mama, this week has just been a mess. And then I said, I mean,
Yes.
after I do my live today and have fun with my friends, I am closed until Sunday because I'm done. So whatever I had planned to do on Saturday, you can hang it up. I'm not doing.
See, and that's how I feel about Sunday. I was like, I know what the day is. It is not, I know this is going to sound really weird for my situation, but it's not my favoriteest of days. And I know that sounds weird, but we went through infertility, so I hated it because of that. We adopted our baby, so I always felt guilt for that. And then now our kid doesn't talk to us. So I'm like, you know what? I'm closing down shop on Sunday. I'm
Sunday
gonna
is going to be our day of
I
rest. And
told
so,
Jerry, I'm reading a book and I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm going to your show and I'm going to shows and I'm going to do what I want to do. I decided.
yeah,
So
let's just say you're going to be
Sunday
Chick-fil-A on
is
Sunday.
exactly. So I did bring, just because it was grandma day.
Uh-huh.
I told you I was gonna do this. So I brought my pictures.
Oh, I got to
So
get mine from. So, okay, y'all look at her. Don't look at me.
okay.
Y'all look. Wait, look at that.
So
That would look pretty. I got to get my granny. At
So I
my
told her, because we were like, we're doing jewelry. How do we incorporate that into Lally? And I was like, well, we can do grandma jewelry. So I brought a lot of like grandma jewelry looking like things and some pink things. But then I decided we needed to talk about our grandmas because this is what this is. Misty is about to make a difference in another life in a way that she won't even comprehend yet. So grandmas are important. This is my grandma Corey. So this is my, oh, it's fine. This is my dad's mom and dad. So this is grandma. Now, this grandma, I am not as close with. I love her. She was a nurse. She was a sergeant um, in the military. She actually outranked my grandfather, and she was no nonsense. Classy lady, no nonsense. But she was one of those people who would buy you presents from estate sales and garage sales.
Well, she's the
Oh,
best.
she got she outranked his butt, and she made sure she pointed that out to him on a regular basis, which I adore. So that's that grandma. I don't look anything like her. I wish I had this. I wish I had the build of these two people, but no, not blessed with them. Now, these grandmas, this is going to seem weird, but I actually have three of them. But so these grandmas, this one right here, um, we look a lot like. So this
Twinsies.
is yeah, this is my grandma Reese. This is my mama's mom. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't say that because that's like the questions on the things. I probably just gave away all our information. We're gonna get hacked. But she
Oh, you're. I get it
she
now.
was the whole she was my lady. Like this woman was meant the world to me, and I adore her, and she did everything and anything she could for me. So yeah, that's my grandma. This lady is my grandma Loveland. She was not technically my grandma. She was my cousin's grandma. So my cousins, they're two grandmas. Her daughters married their sons. So they lived right next door to each other. So their grandma, my cousin's grandmas lived right next door to each other. So I just grew up thinking this was my grandma until I was old enough to realize biologically it didn't work. Yes, they were best friends. So it was super cool because I just always thought, oh, these are my grandmas. This one's I'm not blood related to, but this is my grandma. So she changed my world just like Misty is going to do to that baby
I
because she
know that's going to
spoiled
be
me.
so much
She
fun.
spoiled me rotten and she gave me everything I want. So have fun, Grayson.
Hey, Rachel said, "Hey, don't worry about telling us because I've already forgotten." And she said, "I'll forget due to middle age, and I've already forgotten what you said." So then there's that. Y'all, I just went to my Bible to get Granny's picture out of my Bible and realized I took it out of the Bible because it goes in the Christmas tree box. Because if you've seen my vintage Christmas tree, her picture is in the Christmas tree because those are her ornaments. So she
Oh,
was born in either 1908 or 1910. I think she said not Mama said 1908. She's told me that 15 times and I can't remember. She was the first special education teacher, she was an educator, first special education teacher in the county. And she said she had learning disabled to deaf blind all in one room.
God
Um,
bless.
she never said a curse word. I aspire to be her. She never said a crossword. She never said a loud word. She didn't have to say a loud word. She was the epitome of Southern grace and charm. And one day when I grow up, maybe I will get some of that, but I'm not. I'm not. I didn't get it. She's my great granny because my mom's mom had passed when she was a young girl. So she raised all of her kids and then she raised my mama and her baby brother. So yes, and she used to wake me up at the butt crack of dawn when I spent the night with her to go to a garage sale.
Mm,
And I thought it was great fun because I didn't get to go anywhere. You didn't go outside where I lived. So we got to go outside, but it was dark. And I was like, why are we up at dark going to a yard sale? Now I get it because people line up for estate sales. However, she would buy clothes and they would have stains and stuff on them. And I was like, why is she buying that even for a quarter? Because she wanted to cut the buttons off.
Oh, that makes sense.
She was, I'll go and get it in a minute, but she was she handmade clothing and she handmade dolls. And my two best memories of my granny was that one summer. It was when what was the crazy guy in South Carolina? Was it Ted Bundy? He had, or the other guy? He was
Ted
um
Bundy was the other coast.
it was the guy Wayne Gacy was
Oh, he's
collecting.
Illinois.
He's in South Carolina. I don't remember what his name is, but he was kidnapping blonde little girls. So for the summer, I went to stay for a couple of bits with my granny, and she put me to work because idle hands, right? I can't be, I got to do something. She taught me, because she has the patience of Job, to sew a rag doll. And we made her hair in the oven and everything. Hey, Apple. And so we made the clothes and everything, and we entered them into a fair. She won first prize, and I won second place.
Wow, that's
Um,
cool.
and to this day, I can't even sew a button on, so I don't know how she did that. And then the second one is she kept me for a minute, and of course I had to always be doing something. And she said she had this tin of buttons, and it's probably why we like them to this day. And I've told this before, but she would say, when I would get squirrely, she would say, I love this button right here. Do you think you could find me the other buttons to match? And I'm like, well, of course I can. Dig, 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 dig. 2 hours later, she knew there was not another button. She knew that was the only button in there.
Mhm.
But I am dumb as a box of rocks, and I sat there quietly for 2 hours while.
She figured out your OCD right off the bat. She's like, this kid I can distract with this.
And as soon as I would get tired, because I'm no quitter. I mean, I'm going to perseverate,
No.
and it's going to be right there on it. And I would start squirming, and she'd say, "Oh, I love these with those 2 holes. Do we have any more 2-hole buttons? Can you put the 2-hole buttons?" And then she would have me sorting buttons for days. So I still have her buttons over there. And that's a running joke, about, hey, let me get you some buttons, like give me something to do. So I'll have to post a picture in the community tabs of my granny. I do have two other grannies. My father's mom. It's probably, unfortunately, where I get my beautiful personality from. But anyway, we won't talk about that. Very staunch, very like, this is it. Yeah. And then there was my stepdad's mom, which is Mib, and I was reared in the home with her, and she didn't follow any rules. If they said no eating in your room, there was food in her room, and therefore there was food for me. And if they said no candy, there was food in Mib's room, who was across the hall with me. So yeah, there was. And so yeah, we had a good time together. She not quite as polished as my granny, but we still had a good time, me and Mib. So I'll have to, Larry Jean Bell, thank you.
I don't know this serial killer, so I will have to look
We
that
had a
one
bunch
up.
of them, honey. We had a bunch of them down there. There's not a lot to do. There's not a lot to do where I'm from. So, Charles Manson and them was through that area, right, Rachel? Charles, yeah.
As
As
per
per
Google.
Google. So I'm excited that first of all, that they put all this together. Kieran did a fabulous job putting this together.
Yes, she
It's
did.
been a secret for a minute, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we kept it a secret. Probably because we all forgot. Let's be honest.
Like I said to Beth, I said, weren't we just rambling on about that in the chat? And
I
and
think
Karen
you
said,
said it was
I'll
one of
think
your
about it.
chats.
Next thing you know, she's got the whole thing planned and done and whatever. So next time I'm gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna have a graduation party someday. And maybe Karen will just plan the whole thing for me and I won't have to worry about it.
It was in your chat, and we were like, they kept saying about the pink pony something, and then we were everybody was awaiting this beautiful blessing baby, and then we were like, oh, we should have a pink pony sale or something. And honey, Karen took that. She was gone. She was 45 miles down the street. She had it done.
Look what I found at the Goodwill bins in Indiana. I was like, I can't leave that there. So this is my new mascot for Pink Pony Club events. It's
I
from
love
Barbie.
it.
Barbie. I was
I
like,
had a pink pony,
my
My Little
God.
Pony, but they sold. All of mine sold quickly. Now I know why.
This just cracked me up. I was like, that was at the bins, which
I
we
love
never
it.
go to. So it's gonna hold my jewelry today.
I love it. I love it. So I was really excited for this, and also glad that Karen kept reminding us because I would have forgotten. You and I had this on the books, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh no!" And she was like, "Just change the thumbnail." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I was like, she worries more than I do. I was like, let's find pink stuff or granny stuff or whatever, granny jewelry. We'll be fine. We can still do jewelry, no worries.
So that's what we're doing. Hey, Heather, thank you so much for joining me over on YouTube. I appreciate that. And Apple, you too. We're on Vamp Virtual Antique Marketplace, and you can't see the whole chat if you're on YouTube. But if you go to www.virtualantiquemarketplace.com, then you should be able to just sign in and watch us. We are going to be showing some jewelry and selling some
Stop
jewelry,
talking.
talking about jewelry for a little bit. Because that's what we've been doing is that I do some jewelry talks, and Dana got interested, and I love that everybody has been bringing their jewelry and stuff because we're learning from everybody else. I just was
Mm-hmm.
going on whatever Dolores would tell me because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
anything. But now Dana has, it's fun to watch her. Like, she's got it down pat. She's quick study on
I'm
this stuff.
trying. I'm trying.
So we've been doing some jewelry talks and some hauls, and running some jewelry, and that's what we're going to do today. And Dana came up with the idea of let's do granny core, mom core kind of jewelry since we're celebrating mothers, and grandmothers, especially with it being Pink Pony Lolly Day. That's Misty is the owner of Vamp, and she is a new grandma, and that means her daughter is a new mom. So I'm with Dana. Mother's Day is I love it because of my mama,
Yep.
but it's a tough one for some of us, and so this is Auntie's Day, Celebrate You Day, because all the things. I love that somebody said that today. It's who said it? Daughter's Day. I think it was Kim from Desert Gal Curios. She calls it Daughter's Day because not all daughters are moms, but not all women are moms, but all women are daughters. And so she
Exactly.
loves that. I love that. So
Yeah,
she's
that's
done
cool.
that. So I've got several things, and I've actually loaded. No, I don't think I loaded anything. What I loaded was my buy it now. So
Yeah,
if
your
you
buy it now's in there. I put some
um
buy it now in there and I added my 2 things I made
okay, so we
after
do
our last
have
time.
down, if you're on Virtual Antique Marketplace, in the little shop, little box down there, you will see it says 53. So I've got some things that are buy it nows. That means you just click on it and you purchase it. You will see pictures, you will see descriptions and all the things. And then Dana actually was smart and took pictures and loaded 2 auction items. I did not. I have some stuff to show you, and so we will be listing that on the fly if you are interested in that.
Well, and the
So,
only reason I did that is because we talked about it last time about putting together jars that had like the stuff that we wouldn't list on its own. And I was like, well,
right.
I'll try that today with some of these things. So, but I
You
did
want to
bring some
start with
things.
that, or you want to start with
No,
what? Okay.
we can leave that till later.
So why don't
Um,
you go ahead and start?
okay. So my grandma was a state, no, they're not junk jars. Not like we had the other day. No, these are like name brand jewelry jars, and one's not. So my
She's
grandma
being
was,
funny.
yeah, that junk jar was a piece of poo poo. My grandma was a very when she wore her jewelry, it was very statement like.
Mm.
So it was very large. So I found this piece and it reminded me, first of all, it was pink, and I was like, yay. And then it reminded me of something that she would wear. But my question about it is, so I'm going to pull out my thing. Oh, flip, flip. All right.
Oh, I didn't know I was
So
going to have to think. It's Friday. Go ahead.
lobster claw.
Yes.
Okay, I'm all good. Now, can you, in your opinion, I'm gonna try and get closer. Does this look like a handmade piece?
Looks like a beaded piece. Yes.
Okay, because like it's all wire wrapped like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't find anything on a maker, so I just wanted to make sure that it looked like it was kind of a,
Artisan.
yes, artisan made piece.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
word for like a layperson's jewelry making is we call it artisan because it really can't be duplicated exactly if it is like that. So it does
right.
to me. Now people can chime in the chat. I do not know everything about jewelry. If I did, I probably would not be having people tell me my hair was frizzy in the clinic today. But if you know something about these pieces, please chime in. We will say Frida made it, artisan Frida. There we go. That's what we're saying. Per Karen. She's the boss today. So
Okay.
I do like that. That's a lot of work.
It's very pretty.
Yes.
So silver tone, pink beaded artisan made necklace.
So I'm gonna ask, since you made me think, I'm gonna make you think.
Okay.
After 4 o'clock, it's hard.
Okay.
Are those glass or acrylic
They
beads?
are acrylic beads.
Yay!
Acrylic beaded necklace.
Did you have to
Acrylic.
tap them on your teeth to
No,
decide,
I
or did
didn't.
you
They're
just?
not cold. They're not cold. So that tells me that I don't have to tap yet. That means they're not stone or glass. And then they have these cute little caps on them. But
Yeah, the
okay.
bead caps
So
are really cute.
if anybody is interested in said necklace,
I love that.
$12. Does that seem way too low? Does it? I see. This is the kind of stuff I
No,
would run
that's
it.
why I do those jewelry
Yeah,
talks with Dolores because she in the
I
chat
would
tell
run
me
it
what
for.
to
I would
price.
run it for 12 because it's Pink Day and it's the hello, welcome in, vintage girl. I
Aaron.
can't read the rest. The
It's
Aaron,
Aaron.
welcome, welcome. So, alrighty,
So, y'all,
it's
here's the deal. We're going to show you a bunch of pieces. And if you're interested in something,
yep.
we'll tell you how much they are. Y'all just tell us to run it or ask us what the starting bid is. And hey, let me just be real honest. For me, when I show you a piece, if I say, oh, it's 12, and you say, would you take 10? The answer is probably going to be yes, right?
Same
Hey, Penny
here.
Sue, we're going to quote.
$12.98. Okay, Ladonna, I will run it for $12.98 just for you, my friend.
Madonna, you better be glad I like you. Penny Sue, we're going to quote you because everything's for sale. Everything's for sale.
Amen to that.
And I need to say that while we're looking at Dana's picture right here, is
Oh,
that not
sorry.
a fabulous, absolutely fabulous jewelry display? That is a fabulous jewelry necklace display. So
You are
I,
making him tear up over here. You best stop.
I do think it's fabulous.
He'll
It's
say that's not one of his good ones, but
we
Jerry,
didn't,
my
we didn't
husband
ask
makes
him.
these. Yeah, my
We
husband makes these. So, yeah.
So
Okay.
let me tell you why, as somebody that has a lot of jewelry, likes that.
Mhm.
Couple of reasons. It's neutral colored. So, like, okay, if I turn my camera around, now see, Jerry, let me tell you about this. So, this is a neutral color. If I sometimes will put jewelry on black, it will not pop on black. Not this one, but if I put a piece of black jewelry there or silver and black jewelry, it's not going to pop. But if I put it on neutral colors like that would, it is going to pop. The second thing I love about it is that it's long. So it will take care of a very, very long necklace, and it is not too rounded at the corners. The way he's made that is a blunt line on the corners. So if you notice that if you get a piece of jewelry that's maybe you're trying to have it widen out a little bit, it will roll off the corners of these. It will not do that for the one that he has made. So there's a lot of so fabulous things about that jewelry holder. And it's not velvet, true, because velvet ones collect dust. So Nikki's saying, are these for sale? And does he have any more? And if so, how much does he charge?
I gotta get to work.
He doesn't currently have any right now, Miss Nikki Moss, but other than mine, but he will make some, and I don't think he charges a whole lot. I think, what did you charge when Susan bought one?
15 or
15 or $20.
That is very fair. As
So.
someone who is who does jewel, as someone who repurposes, and I mean, my dad is a master craftsman, but he makes things. I just fix and repurpose things. You're taking wood, time, construction, all the things. That is a very, very, very fine, fair price. Now, I mean, if you would like to buy the tools and the sander and the jigsaw and try to cut that out yourself,
Hi,
all for
Karen.
$15, y'all are welcome to do that.
and
But
you said
yeah. So it is a very, very fine piece, sir. So I just wanted to point that out. I was coveting her piece. All right.
What do you say?
thank you.
He does. He's. I've loved it when he had him before. All right, y'all. I'm gonna start with one piece,
Yes,
and in honor of my mama,
that is beautiful.
in honor of my mama, because y'all, let me just tell you, that lady has prayed, been on her knees for 54 years, praying for me to just make it through. Bless her heart. Karen Case comes in and says pearls. So we do. This is more. It's pearl style, and it is a faux pearl. But is that not very like Jackie O, Barbara Bush? Very. This is fabulous. It's 16 inches at the shortest. So when you have a multi-link one or a multi-strand one like this, the measurement is taken at the shortest, and then what we say is, okay, I got a 2-inch drop. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
we're looking at
Okay.
16, probably 17, 18 and a half to 19 total is probably, I would guess that it would be no longer than that. But when you look at that, so there are graduated, and it's slightly off center. That's not the me having it off center. What it could be is that I've shortened it, but I feel like they're slightly, to me, that's off. But I got OCD, so everything's got to be exactly right.
Very pretty.
It is very, very pretty. It is a bit of an older piece.
Ooh,
We do have the bar with the ornate here, so we've got a barred bead, a bead bar, I guess is what you call it.
bead bar. I had one of those, so I'm glad you're okay. Bead bar.
That's what I call it. So it is a thread strung, so that's not, it's older. Usually they're going to use filament or wire or whatever the other wire is, Dolores said. And so you can tell that these are coated beads. See the coating? So they are a colored or coated wrapped bead. It is not we would say it's real high quality, because it is not tied in between. But otherwise, the coating is really good. This is like a shepherd's hook or a J hook on there. And the way that it is going to be tightened or lengthened is just by these links here.
That's
So
okay.
shorter
Cool.
to longer on
That's
this J
exactly
or
what I was going
shepherd
to ask
hook.
you.
Yeah. So with this little necklace, if anyone is interested in this 16-inch multi-strand white faux pearl bead necklace, it is going to be $14. So if you're interested in it, let me know. I will run it. It will be $14. And I don't think I've loaded any of these, because this is jewelry that I have not photographed yet. I will be trying to photograph some of this, but the first one is going to be $14 today if you are interested. All right, show another piece there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with this one because that's what I was just gonna ask you. So this one,
Thank you, Penny Sue. I love that you love it.
all right, so this one is similar in that it's beads. It's a 3-strand, but I was gonna ask because it has the exact same sort of situation. So this is a bead bar, And
Mm-hmm.
then it had this long thing. So I was just trying to find out if that's how you just clasp it through there.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
shepherd's hook or a J hook.
Okay, I didn't do a very good job with that now, did I?
Just turn it over, flip it over.
Well, see, that's what I'm going to ask because, oh no, now I got it. Okay. Lay
There you
nice.
go. Perfect.
Lay nice. Okay. So now that,
That's pretty.
isn't the colors amazing on that?
Yeah, I do love that.
Um, so that is a 3-strand
Mm-hmm. So
acrylic beads,
they look
blue
like they
beads.
have little glass. I can zoom in. Holy Toledo. They look like either little seed bead spacers.
Yes.
Um, yeah. And so measuring at the shortest strand, what do we have?
Um, 7. So is that a 14?
No, I need.
What did,
So wait, how are you measuring? So if you're measuring this way, you're going to double it. I usually open it up and measure it
yes.
to
Sorry.
length.
Yes. Okay.
Great with Levi's. There you go.
Um, well, the shortest one would be 14 and about 14.
So you're looking at, I would say probably and that's bar to bar. Did you measure that bar to bar?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you would go past the bar to the
Okay.
first bead, and that would probably be between about a 16 inches, what I'm guessing.
Yes. Yes.
16, 17, and then 18 is what I would guess, but I'm not there. So
Yes.
that's
Okay.
really pretty. And you know
Um,
what? That would be pretty with like a white t-shirt, like she's saying, white
mhm.
t-shirt, red pants, or red shirt, white pant. I mean, that would be beautiful.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Um, I would run that for the same for 14 if anybody is interested in
Yeah,
it.
that's fair price for that.
I was going to ask about the bar thing. So I was like, oh, well, that works for that because you answered my questions. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love the color.
Yeah, the color is great for upcoming 4th of July or anything like that. That goes well with black as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to see if what pops. Albert always gives a speech when that is said. He says, "There's nothing holy about Toledo, just because that's where I used to live." I say Holy Toledo all the time. All right, so we're going to do a pink one. Well, I said I was going to do a pink one, but now I got to find the dad berm thing. This one, okay, Dolores, the chat, and I did not agree about this. I did not agree with them about this necklace. So this is a set. It's a what? This can't not be right. Vintage. That is not right. This is the pink purple one. Hold on, y'all. I got to get my life together. Okay, 17 inches. Good luck on that deal. We don't have enough
I was
time.
going to say we can't get that done on this show. Hi, Miss Barbara.
Hi, Miss Barbara. 17-inch acrylic bead necklace. It does have different shades of pink. It has this what I call Betty Rubble style bead. I feel like they try to make it like stone, but it is acrylic as it can be. But I do have some of the Aurora Borealis coating on these beads. And then there's some clear beads with these purple pinkish insets. So this is supposed to be like a pink ice. Then you've got all these different variations of pink, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let me just say this necklace is not one of my favorite pieces because I think it looks like a Betty Rubble necklace. I'm a blue girl. Like the necklace you just showed, if I was going to wear jewelry, that would be it, right? Now the chat when I showed this piece was like, oh, that's beautiful. It's a vintage piece. I've got an O-ring, spring ring. They call this O-ring or spring ring. It's a basic vintage style, okay? And they were like, oh, well, that should be this amount of money. And I was like, absolutely not. Because I wouldn't pay that amount of money for it, even if I liked it. So I priced it at $10. They were pricing it at 14 to 16. To me, I don't know. Y'all can tell me if I'm crazy. Other people have. So 17 inches of acrylic beaded necklace with the shades of the pink beads for the Pony Club is going to be $10. If you are interested in that, you just need to let me know by saying run it. But yeah, when we do those group chats, a lot of people who have jewelry knowledge, along with Dolores, they're supposed to help me identify. Yeah, you tell me every day, every single day. So they help me make my little tags, right? And so when y'all hear me rattling that stuff off, it's because it's already written down. Okay. I didn't make that up. 17-inch acrylic bead, da da da. And they end up telling me, see, then I went to 12 and I was like, no, I don't like that number either. So I lowered it to 10. But they help me. This is my tag with all my information. So when we do the jewelry hauls with Dolores and some other people, that's how we find new pieces, and I let people help me identify it because I don't know everything.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
But it is pretty, but it's just,
But I agree with you on the faux looking stone thing.
yeah, it's not my
Like,
face.
it's almost like, did you have to go? Oh, look, you have an offer of $7.99 right there. Okay.
LaDonna, if I didn't know you.
By the way, I have to turn my.
All right, so she is
There we go.
$7.99. She's gonna run another piece, and then we will. I'm gonna flip back and forth just to, because it's Friday and I can do
Okay,
that.
so these I'm really just asking opinions about because these are in there, and okay, these I do not find attractive at all in any way, shape, or form. But are these like older handmade pieces?
Well, based on the material that is used, you could say yes, unless somebody deconstructed older pieces and used those pieces to make this piece. Now, the back is a new piece. That's something you
Right.
can buy
This
that back
this they
now.
added because you can tell it's also totally crooked. I don't know who added it. But like I have a bunch of these little they're fabric. Like these are earrings.
Oh my gosh, those would match that Betty Rubble necklace.
Like they're all made from fabric, it seems like. And
Rolled fabric.
yes, and beads.
Yeah.
So are these like handmade thingy majiggies?
Hi, Russell.
They have
They
any
could be.
value? Like to me, this is the kind of thing that I'm like,
I would lot them or put them in a jewelry
okay,
jar for based on what I sell for jewelry.
got it. So
The earrings are Japan.
okay, so
LaDonna,
those
flip
are
them back around because is that because of the beadwork? Because I didn't see a marking, but there could be a
no,
marking
I
on
don't
there.
see any either.
The
It's a
clip, the
style.
clip is old, but that was the style. Yes.
Okay.
So that filigree backing. Now, I thought you were saying that someone remade those on that back, but that those two pieces that you showed are
Yep.
separate, right?
Yep. It's just I
Okay,
have
so
kind
I
of a
thought,
bag of them that I've been kind of finding and putting together. And this one's falling apart. So someone glued this at one point. But yeah, it's one of those things that I'm like,
the good thing about that little brooch pin thing, though, it could have been, Carolyn had some, it could have been a brooch, another brooch, and the brooch back came off. It's
mhm.
probably not riveted or whatever. So I have to wonder, was there movement in that? Did the bottom piece of that
I
move?
don't know, because look, it's two pieces. Somebody glued it. That's what I was
So
asking.
so I have some filigree earrings like that, and they could have overlapped them. So I thought the brooch that you're holding and the earrings were
Oh,
together.
no.
Okay.
No, it's just I have a number of these kind of fabric-y pieces, and I just kind of wondered. Well, you are welcome to the brooch and the earrings if you would like for,
So I love
just
the
give me an
earrings
offer.
because, like LaDonna said, the earrings are probably older. I thought they were the same, like somebody made the two, but I think somebody made that piece that you have in your hand. But I love the piece that the backing that it's
Yeah,
on.
it is pretty. It's gonna need a little glue there to hold it back together, I think, but somebody put some work into it. It's not at all my jam. So if anybody would like any of that, let me know, but
Let me see the earrings again,
yes,
please.
ma'am.
Yeah, I love the beadwork on those. I love those little textured beads. Are those seed beads clustered together? That's kind of like what they look like.
No, no,
I don't know if I get closer to my
it's
iPad why I
like,
think it works.
that is way too close. They're like actual little beads with just weird texture to them.
The okay,
These
and
are
see,
little
there's little
beads.
beads
Yep.
on the on the top. Those are little beads. I think LaDonna's dead on that.
Okay. So these are Japan, and this one
Yeah.
we think somebody made. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Good to know.
So, if anyone is interested in the earrings and or the brooch, just let her
Yeah.
know.
It,
Um,
it, it, I would do $6 for, shh, don't tell Kate or Karen. I would do $6 for both. If
well, it must be a special
it
day.
is, it's a
Other people
special
did.
day. Special day.
All right. So when I had this, then one of the things that makes me think about moms and grandmas is the pins, the mother's pins. And I do believe that this is what this is. I think this is a mother's pin where they put the birthstones. However, like, is this, what is the diamond? What month is the diamond, y'all?
Not
Because
mine.
everybody and their brother was six of the people were born in that month. So I don't know what's going on with the fam. And then two pinks and a blue. That's what I think this is. I could be dead wrong. I've been wrong one other time in my life. But I love the filigree work on that. April maybe. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Aprils. Then we got two pinks and a blue. Um, Here is the back. No make or marker or jewelry tag on this. A basic rollover safety clasp, safety C clasp there in working condition. This one is, well, of course I didn't measure it because that would be logical. April, but it may just be a filler, has two girls and two, maybe, who knows? This one is I'm gonna say 1 1/4 inch in diameter, and then it has like this little scarf style, is what I call it. And this one was going to be $10 if anyone. Google says it's April. If anyone is interested in this brooch, it could be a safe space, like a space holder. But then, I mean, it's kind of presumptuous to say this is how many people I'm going to have in my family. Um, I would run this one for 10 if anybody is interested in that brooch. But Mother's Day pins and brooches always make me think of moms and grandmas. So, and I thought it looked pretty good with the, the little bit of pink that was in that one
That's
too.
pretty.
All right, what else
All
you
right.
got?
These are actually out of my family's things. So there's a
Mm,
pile of things that my grandfather had left, and I do not know who these belong to. I kept to the one that was marked, but I think from what the jewelry guy told me, because we took them in to make sure they weren't gold, um, they are baby bracelets.
yeah, are they
So
like a copper?
this one, they're gold tone.
They look kind of copper.
Yeah, they're gold tone. This one says patent 1872 March something or other. So they are very, very old. They have been sitting in
Yes.
a bag that my dad had. I cannot identify who they came from. So that's the first one. It looks like a little belt buckle. Now this one is my
Mhm.
absolute favorite. It is so tiny. And I asked
Aw.
my nieces and none of them said they wanted them for their baby. So um
I do know there's a lot of people that
they are
will, and my friends had bracelets on, kind of like before they did earrings,
mhm.
and they just grew into them.
Yeah,
But
so tiny little, it opens up that way. You push in the little thing, but it's not gold, not according to the jeweler guy. This one is marked, but I can't tell what it says on the inside. Um, but I just thought if anybody was interested, I would run those for 20 each, but I don't know enough about them to really say too much because that is really out of my wheelhouse. Gold tone, very tiny little bracelets for babies. Like this one is
super
literally
cute.
it is like an inch and a half on the inside. So I have,
Super
yeah,
cute.
I should have attachment to them. But
But you don't.
no,
So moving on,
yeah.
right?
So if anybody else would like them, let me know. I thought those were kind of
All
cool.
right. Those are very cool. Let's throw back to the true like 70s. This reminds me of a Pink Pony Club. This necklace here. So I got a vintage purple, pink, and white oval faceted um, acrylic bead necklace. I mean the facets in them. Look at that. That's more like your what do you call those things?
Disco
Strobe.
ball.
Not was it disco balls? Like a
Disco ball.
disco ball. Yeah. So, but this one is 70 inches. It is
Woo, that's a lot of
got a that's a lot of disco. It's got some patina on there. Hi Penny Smart. It's got a spring ring or an O-ring. It's got this, it looks off-white, but it's white.
well,
And then this purple and fuchsia pink color. So since it was 70 inches, I don't know what we're going to do with 70 inches. I certainly don't think I could wear
Uh,
70 inches of a necklace. I decided to just do a layered
yeah,
look.
you'd almost have to. Why else would it be that long?
And I do think they did that a lot.
you just come back
So
really.
this is just a really fun one. But the beading is great. If you take things apart for beading, these are great beads because they do catch the light if you're beading something else. And they are a vintage acrylic necklace. You're going to get 70 inches. And this one would be $8. We're going to do $8 on that one if anyone is interested. I think the beads are just really cool.
Agree. And that's a
Yeah.
lot of beads.
There's a lot of beads for $8.
Yeah, for 70 inches. My goodness gracious. That's a size matters necklace.
There you
Shame on
go.
you, Dana. I'm trying to bring you to the dark side.
This is a family show,
I
Dana.
know. I'm behaving.
I'll take your
I don't
care.
like it spread out like that though. I like it more clustered together.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah,
didn't.
like
Yeah,
this.
I don't like it the other way. It looked weird.
But I mean, it almost looks like it's supposed to be that way because it's a little
Well, you
symmetrical.
would think
I
so,
like
but
it
what
like
else
that.
would you do with it? It's so long.
I don't know. Maybe you were one of them flapper people and wore the long beads that you twirled around. I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
So that was this one.
70s flapper girl.
I don't know. That's I don't think 70s was the right genre for that. All right, what's your next
Okay, I
one?
don't know.
Ooh, I
I'm
like
gonna be
this.
honest. I don't know. Did I bring this one other time? I can't remember.
I,
Um,
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what
I
this
haven't seen
is.
it. Let me see.
I honestly don't know what this is. Now, that's it.
It looks like Oh my gosh, where's Emmeline Darlene? It looks like Nerd
It
Cluster.
does. And
Emmeline, we found your
it
necklace.
is not broken. Like there's the end of it has little caps on it. So what do you do with this?
Well, I think it's just like just a little fun. It has some type of jewelry
It's
tag
Sarah
there.
Coventry. So it's
Oh,
marked, but there's no there's
maybe that was her tropical
there's no
line.
clasp on it. There's no closure. There's no like do you tie it in a knot? Do you tie it in a bow? I don't
Do
what do you
do
do
you
with
throw it over
it?
your shoulder? What's going
It's
on?
like you when your stuff hangs low. I don't know what to even put, but it does glow. Jerry just checked. The orange does glow. So there's that.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing it's one of these long ones like I just showed.
Okay, if
A
it's a
belt?
belt, do you just how do you close it, Miss Carolyn?
Oh, is it one of the? Is it one of
It's a
the?
dog. It's a horse rein.
What do you call? Oh my gosh, what do you call those necklaces? Where's
No,
Ladonna?
there's no.
You call those? I know, but it's like a lariat. There you go. Thank you, Ladonna. Lariat.
There.
So you tie it in a knot. You take the strands, you tie them in a knot, and then it hangs like
So
tassels
right
so tight
here,
right there.
down at the bottom,
Yeah,
tie it.
and then so just kind of tie it there, and it would the other two would hang.
Okay,
So it's a
lariat.
lariat was a style of a
Thank you
necklace.
guys so much. See, this is why I do this. Lariat.
Nikki Moss goes, well, did you Google it?
No, I have these guys. They're smarter than Google. Snarky one over there.
So is Sarah Coventry gold tone. We can't say Nerd Cluster.
That is
lariat.
exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Gold tone, acrylic beads,
Lariat. I would just say lariat necklace. Because Sarah Coventry, bright colored lariat neck, a gold tone
Got
with
it.
bright colored bead lariat necklace. I mean, that's what I would put. And then I don't know what those comp at because I don't.
Me
have
neither.
you just have to, like she said. Did you Google it?
Smart aleck. I changed that. Did you hear that? I was gonna say it.
Yeah, good job. Good catch.
Uh-huh.
Carolyn.
See, look at the green. Look at the orange. Woo! The orange is. Yeah, you can get that disco thing going. But okay, lariat. That's what I wanted to know. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, no hook on it. So yeah, I think it just ties.
I will Google it now, snarky smart aleck, and find out what it's worth.
Yeah, just see what the going comps are. I mean, some Sarah Coventry, honestly, y'all, is not as valuable as the
Right.
name. It doesn't have a good resale value on there.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, so see these, y'all. These were my mama's. And yes, Willie, I don't know if you're even watching. She does know that I have them. Well, she might have forgot, but I don't know what she's doing now. She got that new hip. She don't never stay home. She's gone in the wind. But these are actually vintage signed Monet. And they're, well, I will say layered, but the wording is ribbed. I'm going to say layered, gold tone, square with purple glass stone. They are a clip pierced earring or a post with clip support. Of course, Monet is gonna mark both. So they do have some weight to these, y'all. And I do want to point out that they must have been dropped. There's a teeny tiny little bit of the gold that is off right here, but that is a square glass gold, and then this is square glass purple stone in there. It looks like it is, I guess they call that Rivoli when it comes to a point, but it's closed back. So when it's flat, cabochon, when it's comes to a point, I think Dolores said that's Rivoli, not to be confused with ravioli. But it does have the backing with to hold it like a pierced earring there. And of course, it is marked. So if anyone is interested in these, I'm actually just running these for $10. These are signed Monet. That is a glass stone. Know that there is some weight to these earrings because that's not that's a thicker gold. Now there's wear on there. I know I'm hungry too today. I have eaten everything in sight today. I think it's just because I'm sleepy. When you don't go to bed till 10 o'clock, oh no, ma'am, I couldn't even function. Wore my house shoes to school today, but oh well, I was there. So $10 if anybody's interested in those. I am probably going to be listing some of this. Jewelry's easy to take pictures of, and it's great to ship because the shipping is so lightweight. But it's just having an opportunity to do that.
All right.
But I'll get to it.
Speaking of that, this is what I'm doing. So the last time we talked, I said, because there was a lot of it, I said, I'm going to make some jars out of some of that stuff that we thought kind of didn't seem like it had a lot of great value. So this one is, I'm going to bring it to stage. This one is not signed stuff. One is signed, one is not signed stuff. So I think there's 14 pieces in here of stuff that were in these bags that we either I didn't look at, or they're just not, they don't seem real great. So I'm just gonna go quick. Bracelet. This feels like some cheesy, springy thing. Brooch with a stone in it. Gold tone flower brooch, no sign. Hematite, maybe?
That doesn't look like hematite. It's not.
It's cold.
It's not shiny.
Oh, then I don't know what it is.
It could be a stone. It could be a jasper stone. Y'all chime in and let me know what y'all think.
It's cold stone. It has a toggle clasp necklace. See, look at me with my things. Some purple pendant for a necklace, but it wasn't attached to anything. It's almost like it's some sort of shiny enamel or glass on there.
Yeah, it's like an enamel. It's pretty.
Little red roses.
Oh, that's cute.
There's a whole bunch in the box that she gave me. Little flowers or leaves to go with it. The necklace that kind of matches. Oh, they're mating. The necklace that matches that bracelet. Oh, that's it is pretty, and it has got a thing on it. I think it's new. So there is a weird little. I don't know if anybody. So there, a jewelry tag. Yeah, it's definitely new. So I don't want to deal with it. I can't do it on Etsy, so it's in here. This is a gold tone necklace full of elephants. Oh, that's cute. So you get that. There's a brooch with a little. Oh, it's a swan. Yeah, with a red bead head. A ruby-headed swan. Here's a bunny. This is silver tone. This is one of those pieces that feels really cheesy, but it's actually Sarah Coventry. But I think no illusion necklace. I lied. It is not. It's Coldwater Creek. Yeah, it's an illusion necklace. What does that mean? It gives you the illusion to elongate your body because it's beads that are spread out. Oh, got it. That's good to know. And then there's this thing. This is the longest flipping necklace I've ever seen. But it's got all these beads are kind of cool. So anyways. Oh, those are aren't those cool? Wait, put it back up there. That's almost like a tortoise shell. Maybe somebody else will chime in, but yeah. I think it's almost like a tortoise shell. Exactly. It's a tortoise shell with little gold on the ends. They're very lightweight. So I put all of those in this cup that I took out of my cupboard that I got from Goodwill. So you get the cup. You get the cup too. So there's 14 little pieces. These are things that are in the box that I don't feel like listing, or they're too new for me to try and list. So there's all of that in the cup and the cup. Little lot, $20. It's
Oh,
not
good
signed, so it's
deal.
running. If anybody would like that, it's yours. I will send it to you with the cup, but I will wrap it nicer than that, and I will make sure they don't get nothing gets broken. But I just,
Now, do you remember the jewelry box full of jewelry that I
uh-huh.
had? And I sold it in a static
Well,
listing.
that's what I'm going to do with these because I took pictures. So I've got that one, and then I've got the other one is actually signed stuff. So
Those are good. All right, so I'm gonna do. Okay, I see this is here. Yeah, that's great and all, but I'm gonna do this one because did anybody else's granny wear a watch like
yep.
that? With y'all, I have my granny's watch. I thought they were called illusion necklaces because the beads looked like they were floating due to the thin line. Well, that could be true, but the way that I was taught about illusion is that it elongates, makes the illusion that it's elongating. But two things can be true. That's just what I learned about them.
Aretha.
Um, then my granny had one of these little, I don't know what you call them. I just called it Granny's watch. This is actually an Anne Klein. It is marked there. Anne Klein too. I don't know what that means, but it's Anne Klein with the silver gold dual tone stretch band. So it's got the gold tone and then silver in between. Now it is untested, but I got a bunch of watches, y'all, and they all just needed batteries. And I sold them off. This one is going, and some people put pictures right here. They take this piece, the mechanism out, and they put pictures in there. Have y'all seen that? It's so cute. But I have my granny's watch. Of course, it was older than this, and it was probably about half of this. Little teeny frail watch. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if it would go in my hand, but these are not bad watches, especially if you are a sports person. Or I don't wear a watch. I figured I'll get there. You'll know I'm coming, and I'm always early anyway. So, this one is going to be, I'm going to do this one for just 10. Now, just know it doesn't, I'd have it tested it. I don't think did I pull the thing out? I don't know. I don't think I pulled the thing out of it to make it stop, but, it is untested, so if anybody's interested in that, that just makes me think of my granny. It would be $10.
Yep. My grandma had one too, and it was super thin. I just remember it being real skinny.
Yeah.
And I do remember my problem with it was my hair would get caught in the thing. Because I have really weirdly hairy arms. So I remember
The more we
she'd
learn.
have me throw it on, and then the hair would end up stuck in it, which is not an attractive thing in a woman. Um, I I just grabbed her because she was fun. Isn't she cool?
Oh, she is fun. She looks like a boss
Well, and
girl.
that's what I was like. This is a grandma who owns the place, man. She's not signed. I had one of these before, and it was American Jewelry Company, AJC. I think I got that right now, finally. But I thought she was really cool. Gold tone. She's a nice big brooch. Safety C clasp. Did I say it right? Um,
Rollover safety C.
rollover. That's what I always forget to say. But
Well, I mean, safety C and rollover C,
same
safety.
thing.
It's all the same.
Same
Yeah.
thing. So
No harm, no foul.
that was one that was in there, and I was like, oh, that is a fun brooch. Um,
Hi, Becky
if
Sue.
anybody would like that, I would run it for 12. It is very tall. It's a 3-inch tall brooch. So, but she reminded me of this group. Like packing
Yeah, she's very
stuff.
cool.
We're going shopping, man. But look at it. I also love the shoulder pads. It almost looks a little 80s there with them shoulder pads.
Yeah. Designing Women. It reminds me of Designing
Yes.
Women. Y'all, I love that show. The Sugar Bakers, they were the best. I mean, Sugar Bakers came after all of the Golden Girls, that's what I call my mama's group, the Golden Girls. All right, so here's the piece. Let's just look at this piece because apparently I just keep leaving it up here. These are glass beads, so these are weighty. They are a champagne and they look yellowish, but they're a champagne yellow color, and then I
Ooh,
don't know
that's
what they would
pretty.
call this color, but this is weighty. Now let me see. I don't think it has any maker marker. It just has that lobster claw clasp there. But these are glass beads. They are knotted in between each bead. This is weighty. But again, this is like, what do you call this color, y'all? What would you call that color? It's like a
It's almost a
brownish.
copper, but
Yeah, it's like a brownish copper, and then this yellow that it's looking yellow, but it's more like a champagne, a dark
bronze.
champagne
That's what
color.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, bronze. Okay, like a bronze and a, I don't know, it's like a white wine champagne, dark champagne color. I don't know. So I have that one for $10 if you are interested, and it's 20 inches. That one is 20 inches long, but it does have weight to that one at $10. And then it is adjustable,
So
but it's a more modern piece, of
are they
course.
still acrylic beads that are that heavy?
No, they're
Oh, they're glass.
glass.
That's why they're so shiny.
They're glass.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're glass beads.
Yeah, that would be
You
heavy.
can hold on. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's glass. Yeah. And I know because I tapped them
I
on
was
my
just
teeth.
well, I
But
was just trying
anyway,
to figure out how they were so heavy. It's they
yeah.
that's why.
Oh, I'm wrecking the joint. Go ahead.
Um I have, well, this came out of grandpa and grandma stuff. I don't know if this is anything you know much about. I don't at all, but do these have value in any way, shape, or form? High techs.
You know
High
what?
bars.
Y'all, we
Tie
gotta,
bars, Jerry tells me.
yeah, tie bars because do they pinch,
Yep,
right? They pinch close. Y'all, I love them. How can we use them? Because I absolutely love
I
those.
have
I don't know how we can use those.
like they're signed, some of them. They're, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of cool. Um, but
So the night one is really
I just
good.
didn't know if they had
They
value to them or not at this
It
point.
just depends on what they're made out of and how ornate they are. I would say that
That one's on
on
the floor.
average, average on resale 5 to
Okay.
12, with 8 being somewhere in the middle. I love the night
Yeah, that
one.
one's
That
cool.
one was
That
cute.
one's cool.
Um, oh, you could add them as a magnet, use them as a holder, like on the refrigerator. That would be fab. Like a note holder, especially if they like some of those that are more plain, like that one. I would say, like, if you're looking to get rid of them, if you don't have attachment to them, $5.
Okay.
And then the night one, because I don't know if that's like Knights of Columbus. I don't really know anything about
Yeah.
that.
And it's ARS, no, Anson, ANSON. So these I just pulled out today. I was looking through grandpa's stuff and I'm like, holy cow, to try and find those baby bracelets. And I'm like, he's got cufflinks, he's got all these tie bars in there. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with those kind of things. I've never tried. That one's on the floor and it's going to stay there for right now. But I
So
will
there
try that.
is a vintage Anson. It's different than yours. It's 12 karat gold.
I
It
wish.
sold for like 10
Yeah,
bucks.
even being
Um,
gold. Okay, so they don't have
yeah,
great
because I mean
value.
it's
So maybe you lot them together and I don't know.
yeah, I mean for me, I sell them between honestly 5 to
Okay.
8, but usually crafters, if they're, especially if they're plain ones, crafters will use them in a picture or something like
Yeah.
that. They're neat. We do need to figure out a way to use
Yes,
them.
because they're just sitting around and the dudes aren't wearing
Yeah.
the ties so much anymore. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We could actually use them to make like trees and get some owl brooches and put them on there. We just have to figure out how to make that. Like the pictures that they make.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would. Okay, I'm gonna do a little brooch, and then I'm gonna do this purple set because I love this purple set. But this is a little 1 1/4 diameter. And this is a little gold tone, but look at the kitty cat.
Oh, that's cute.
And look at the detail in the face. So it has some detail in the bark.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Now, I don't have a make or marker. I've seen this backing on some other things before, but that doesn't tell me anything because I've slept since then. So it's just a rollover safety C-class. It's about 1 1/4 in diameter. But I mean, you can see the little eyes, you can see the whiskers, you can see the little paws. This is so cute. I love that. So if anyone is interested in this, I would run it for $8.
Well, that's a good
Anyone
deal.
interested in the cat little brooch, I would run that for $8. All right.
928.
I think it is the 1928 brand. The ones with the swirls on the back, Maria.
Oh, I have some of that.
Like this. I've seen it before, but I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's good to know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 1928 brand.
Because
Okay.
I had one thing that was marked with the 1928, but I have a couple of other pieces with that weird thing on that are like that. So that's good to know. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much for sharing that.
All right, I'm going to do this other lot real quick just to get it out of the way. So these were, remember we said we had signed pieces that we weren't sure if they were worth a whole lot, individually, or if it was worth my time to take and list them. So I just threw them in this.
Mhm.
I got another cup. So this has got, pardon my making you nauseous. This is Trifari. It is acrylic blue beads with little silver seed beads in between, but it is marked.
Blue gray.
Yeah, it's a blue gray. It is marked Trifari. This is, I have a bunch of these. So this is also, I think, Trifari, and it's their dogwood brooch. This one is marked, but I can't. Could not figure out. Oh, maybe I can. Avante. It's a rocking horse brooch. This one, I don't know what this is. CD. But look, it's got little cows and pigs on it, and like pigs and chickens and a duck. This is so Wisconsin, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Um, there's a pair of earrings, silver tone earrings that are also, I believe, those are Sarah Coventry. This necklace we looked at one time. This is Sarah Coventry. This little guy. Oh, I think he's. I don't. He might not be signed. He might have snuck in. No, he's signed.
Anywhere.
That's Jerry's. You're from Wisconsin? Where are you from? We're from Stevens Point. This is all of these are signed. So it's a necklace. Here's another necklace. They're all either Sarah Coventry or now this one I threw in and I probably shouldn't have, but I have two of these. This is a big old gigantic.
Wow.
Yeah, I have two. I think it's Monet.
I was going to say it's very Monet style.
Yeah, that's Monet. So that's included. These I'm going to dump. There is a pair of these like dangly earrings.
Yeah, a little tassel clip.
They're signed. This is Trifari as well, I believe, but it's newer Trifari, so it's like acrylic blue beads. This still has its little Napier tag on it, but it is kind of not, I don't know, not worth a whole lot. Monet. There's these.
Oh, that's Geneva.
There's these earrings. And you're from we have somebody from La Crosse.
That's Geneva, and then Karen K is up by Stevens Point, north of Stevens
Oh,
Point.
cool.
Lander.
Could be Minocqua, Rhinelander, any of those places. That's cool. Well, it's nice to meet you guys. So you get this lot. I believe there was 16 pieces in there. All of the pieces are signed. And I'm running it for 32. You also get so $2 a piece. And you're also,
Wow, that is
yep,
a great
and you
deal.
also get the glass. So 32 for all of the little pieces and the glass because they were up in the cupboard. So, like I said, these are just pieces that I don't want to individually list. Thank you for looking. And yeah, those I'll put them in my buy it now and we'll see if we can get rid of some of these things.
Yeah. And sometimes what I do is I put them in just little boxes that are a little bit lightweight, or I just mail them in a bag.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't want the glass,
So,
I can do that. I just needed something to put them in.
okay. I want to do these. I mean, I've shown the other, but I think I just found these and I think these are awesome. These are, they got pearls, but they've got movement. So I've got some cabochon pearl, faux pearls, and they are prong set, encased, but they are Banana Republic. So they're marked on the back. This Banana Republic, that's the line there that they're from. But aren't these awesome? Now they are weighty, even though these are it's the metal, because that metal is pretty thick. But these are Banana Republic. Y'all
They're
remember
pretty.
Banana Republic? And y'all, I'm gonna sell those for just $10. If anyone is interested, I will run those. They are 1.5 inch, and then this base piece right here is about 3/4 inch. So we got a square down here, and it's not white, it's got a little bit of champagne. There's a flat back cabochon there, then it's got this prong set there, and then the prong set up here. It is a post, so if anybody's interested, say run it, and these will be $10 from Banana Republic. Yeah, these are
Those
really
are pretty.
good. Now, I just want to say there's some scuffing. I have not taken a what do you call that, magic eraser to that. Sometimes that will take the scuffing off of that, but I haven't done any of that. Look, I haven't even cleaned these yet, and that just comes right off.
Like that, Angel.
So, God, I don't even know what that's about. So, yeah, I thought the Banana Republic were really neat. I don't have a lot of Banana Republic jewelry.
I didn't get to shop there. I was a pudgy girl.
Well, I could have bought jewelry from
That's true.
there.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so Dirt Road Memories in Sioux,
In Geneva.
Geneva. Have you ever been to Hickston? To the antique mall there? That is one of our favoriteest places to go. That's over in that area somewhere. They got a cool antique store there.
Yeah, she's a jewelry girl too. She helps me
Nice.
a lot.
I super appreciate everybody being in helpful and everything. Cause like I said, learning is not the easiest thing to do with
Fundamental.
jewelry. Cause man, it's kind of like with glass. It gets hard because there's so much to learn. But I did not have notes on this. So I don't think we talked about it. But so I'm a
Sweater clip.
okay. So this is a sweater clip, gold tone, clear rhinestones.
Rhinestone accent.
Okay. And it's from a company called Barclay. BAR.
LEY.
Yep. Is that one I should know?
I don't have a lot. You know who knows that one probably is Carolyn.
Because that one, it is marked and it's something gold filled. I can't read how many carat gold filled.
It's CL. Is it
It's-
CL or C or KL?
It's CL. BARCLAY. Barclay. And this is something so, but it's just when I Googled them, because this one I did Google.
Yeah, Nikki
Some
Moss.
of these came up as pretty good. So it has a rolling C clasp, safety clasp. I just didn't know the age. I was kind of like, I'm assuming it's an older kind of piece. So would you have wore it if it's on a sweater? Do you wear it kind of like this, or is it one of the ones that would hold it together?
I don't. Y'all let
Because
me.
it's
Nikki's laughing.
because it's two different kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's two different. It's two different sizes.
I thought it-
Now, I mean, LaDonna might be able to help too, but there are some brooches that are two pieces. Like they are that you would wear that like as a brooch. Typically, I think sweater clips, though, if I'm not mistaken, y'all let me know. But I thought sweater clips were pretty much like the same thing on both sides. But there are some two piece, or I don't know what they're called.
Okay.
Um, Geneva, do you know?
So it might be. It's just you would wear one on each side of the sweater just to hold it kind of together at the top, right? With their little cardigans
Yeah,
and
I mean that's
stuff.
what a.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just thought it was really pretty, and I hadn't heard that name before when I was looking. And it was really different from a lot of the other stuff I had. So
Like a drape brooch.
okay.
Um, I was looking for the wording. I have some things written down that not LaDonna, but Dolores taught me. The chain, yeah, like complementing, yeah.
Okay.
So they just needed to be complementing pieces. They didn't have to match exactly as what you're saying for the sweater clip. Scatter pins, you mean two of the same pins? So the scatter pins, what I thought were like smaller pins where you would scatter them in between larger brooches.
Yeah.
That's what I know a scatter pin is. So LaDonna is saying they're not necessarily the same brooch or the same pin on both sides of the sweater. They just need to be complementing.
That makes
So
sense.
that could be a sweater one. Also, I did learn that if the chain is not very long that's connecting them, that's not a sweater
That
clip
makes sense.
because you you it needs to be have a little bit of give. So it needs to go to
Hmm.
like the collarbone,
Yep.
like right above the
Yeah.
collarbone. So I did do a little bit of because when Carolyn had all those clips, I was like, man, those are cute. And then I learned that some of them are just like a brooch that has two pieces or a two-piece brooch with a chain or a rhinestone or something like
Awesome.
that.
Well, thank you for sharing your knowledge, people, because it's like I said, it's really pretty and it's very different than the other stuff that I was looking at. So, hi, Dad.
But that together with scatter pins would be super cute.
Mhm.
Like adding little pins all around that and a bunch of color. Maria's right. That would look really cute with that. All right, y'all, let's do this piece. Nothing, I mean, this is vintage to me. This is 70s into the early 80s. This may be more 80s than 70s. I think the material makes me think it's 70s, but the style is very 80s. I feel like somebody's grandma would have
Yes,
worn
she
this with a
would have.
windsuit.
Mine would have.
She would have worn this with a windsuit. Hey, Debs.
Yep.
You know, the parachute
Hmm.
pants, windsuits. I swear she'd have worn this with a t-shirt and this with a purple and fuchsia pink parachute pants and the jacket. And don't forget her clip earrings. So vintage purple acrylic bead necklace with the matching clip earrings. I mean, are we serious right now? I mean, can you not just picture this and hear the swoosh of the pants when you walked in a parachute pants?
Jerry's laughing
If
at
y'all
your
didn't have,
parachute pants.
With a sweatband?
You wouldn't wear
yes,
sweatpants.
with the sweatband on, like on the wrist and the headband, Mr. Jerry, both. Making Richard Simmons, although somebody said Richard Simmons never wore a headband, and I was like, that is not true. He did, and y'all, I googled it, and we could not find one picture.
Well, look who's here.
Who is it?
Well, I think it's the lady of the hour. She's
Did she
also
jump
here
in? Hey,
with
Cheryl,
Cheryl,
I see
Siamese
Cheryl.
squirrel.
Look
All
at
right. Thank
you.
you
Popping in,
guys.
sneaking
We've been
in.
on
Who
here
gave a
just
raise?
jabbering.
Oh, it's Elise, purple bandana.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Lolly, how's it going? We got you this necklace to wear with a purple and pink and white parachute jumpsuit.
Yep.
You're in a white t-shirt, so you're going to wear just a regular old cotton t-shirt that you probably got at Kmart, and you are going to pair this suit with a windsuit, and you are going to walk around with your straw purse, and oh my gosh, you're going to be the talk of the
And I do
town.
need to correct you, by the way. It is Kmark.
What? It's
My
what?
grandmother called it Kmark. Yes,
Kmart.
I have no idea why. For my
So she didn't see the T, or
That's just how she pronounced it for her entire life. So all of us, when we say Kmark because we're mean and we're mocking my grandmother. But
kind of like we say to the Walmarts.
yes, it's the Kmark. I have no idea where
I
it
love when
came up.
people say, I'm going to go to the Goodwill. What, there's only one? You're only going to go to one Goodwill? I'm going to a Goodwill store. I'm going to Goodwill. And my mom's like, oh, are you going to go to the Goodwill? I said, I'm actually going to go to 3 of the
There you
Goodwill.
go.
She doesn't think, she calls me, a smart, but it's not really a smart. Anyway, so I think this is actually adorable. I would love it
Cute.
with a Roper party too.
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
Roper party is great, which we need to have here. So I have this set for $10, necklace and earring. I'm going to guess this is probably, I'm going to lie, but I'm going to guess that it's about 28. Haha, 24. I was not close. 24-inch necklace with the earrings, but the set would be, so if anybody's got a Roper party coming up, this is it. Or a purple 80s party. We could get you some Aquanet, do the wings out to the side of the hair. Did anybody else have the wings? So my hair, we rolled it 2 rolls this way to forward. Then we pulled it and teased, and it made this little crown thing right here. And then we took, that's probably why my hair has 12 dab burn cowlicks. And then we took and we sprayed, and they were out like this. They were like wings.
Mm-hmm. Yes. See, I wish I had that hair. I
It was awful.
had a mullet.
Okay, you win. That's awful.
I had a permed frickin' mullet. My mother thought my hair needed to be permed at all times. And for some reason, I will if we do an 80s party or a Roper party or a 70s, I will pull out the picture of the 80s. But until then, it is hidden. But yes, I had some really crap hair back then. Kind of like
I was little back then, but I still didn't wear belts. Oh, you know what belts we wore, y'all? Tell me if you remember this. It was, you chose the different kinds of leather, and then you had the ones that hooked together. They matched. I've got seashells like this, and they hook together. They have a clasp and they hook together, but they were like buckle style. So you put the buckle on this side and the buckle on this side, and then you attached them together. Well, let me just say, when those were popular, I was a little round. That was a shape. And so I could never fold my belt all the way through the second.
well, that's what I was sort
Oh,
of thinking. I'm
bless
sure
it.
I didn't have that because I didn't wear belts because I was rotund.
Round is a shape, girl. Round is a shape. And I was. I went from super skinny, and then my big daddy saved us, and I learned what a little Debbie cake was. And I had never really had those before, ever in my life. And this is a story. If my mom is listening, she's going to laugh, because we went to the grocery store, and she was like, they had just gotten married. They met, dated, and married in 29 days and stayed together to the end of his life, 30 some years. Well, she went to the store, bought a few things. He goes, this is not enough food. Well, that was a lot for us. So we went as a family back to the grocery store. And I remember we walked every single aisle, and he just kept putting stuff in the buggy, which we were not accustomed to. So we got to the little Debbie aisle, the cookies and the little Debbie's. And I was, of course, eyeing those, but I knew better than to even look. Bella Rose had said, "Don't ask for a thing." So I was like, la, la, la. So he was like, "Hey, you want one of these?" And I was like, "No, no, I'm good. Thank you. No, thank you." Because, I'd only known him about 20 something days. And we were moved in there and they were married. And so mom says, "Nope, she doesn't want that." We kept going. Well, he said, "Well, I do," and he put one of either everyone or almost everyone. I think the only one we didn't put in there was banana cream
Ugh.
pies. But that was I had an oatmeal cream pie. I had Swiss cake rolls. I had the those little, I still love them. The little white fancy cakes, girl. And from then on, it was history, and I ate my way for the next. I just ate my way until like graduation. It was hard from 5th grade to graduation. Didn't miss a snack, not nearly one time.
Well, so my weight issue, well, my whole family looks like this on the ones, like, if you look at my cousins, it's like, oh, yeah, that's where that comes from. But I also had my grandmother was she was a purchaser of the food, and that goes to stay there for the summer.
Mhm.
And she would take me grocery shopping, and we would end up with all of the junk food. And every single night, because I would stay with them for a lot during the summer, to get away from my siblings, and would be ice cream with the chocolate syrup on top every single night. Like, that's what you did. And so,
Just to top you
yeah,
off
you got to
when
have
you
that
go to
after
sleep.
you ate her fried food. So, yeah. So she was part of the reason that the weight got so gigantic.
They didn't mean no
No,
harm.
they
They
just
just
loved
wanted us to
us.
be happy.
Would anybody
I mean, but now we all have
like to
diabetes.
buy the pink pony, or shall I keep it for our next sale? Technically, it's a unicorn, but maybe I'll put it.
It's a very sparkly
Maybe I'll give
pony.
it to my kid. I'll put it. If they ever show back up, I'll put it in the bed. Isn't that what is that?
Horse's head?
What movie is that from?
I think that's
Isn't that a bad? Is that the one where they murder people?
You don't put the horse's head in the bed. That's like sending somebody fish heads
Well,
on their
maybe
front
they
porch.
deserve that.
Okay, I have a couple more pieces. Do you?
I can, yeah. If you want to, go for it. You do
Okay.
yours.
But I mean, I want you to show them if you have it. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that. Here, this is Grandma 80s. Look at that.
Nice.
Grandma 80s, y'all. Clip, pearl for class, and then spunk it up a bit with the colored rhinestones. And there was a whole era where there were these colored rhinestones. Every piece of jewelry had these Dabburn colored rhinestones in them. When you went to like Belk's or Dillard's or whatever you have, we have Belk back home. And all the grandmamas moved away from the 50 era with the pearls into these fancy era with these pearls. And you added the things with it. But wait, it gets better. Because they accompanied these necklaces. So I have them. I did not find them together. When you get 3,000 pieces of jewelry, you don't find anything together. You just match it all. But does anybody else remember their grandma wearing these multicolored necklaces? Is it just me? See, okay, here's another example, Mr. Jerry. When you have something like this, you really can't see my stones.
That's what I'm seeing.
Because, see, you can't see them. Now, if the only other one that I have is a small one, and it is the color. It is the taupe color, the natural color, but see, these get lost. But this reminds me of Avon jewelry. This is not Avon jewelry. What is this one? I think it's not even marked. Oh yeah, it is marked. marked Korea, but not marked a name. 30 inches vintage gold tone faceted acrylic, because not glass, but acrylic jeweled double stranded necklace. It is marked Korea. So you gonna have this necklace on and you gonna wear these earbobs. And honey, you are ready. That is every 80s grandma right there.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Or
so
high school
if you're
person.
interested in the necklace,
Or what we wore in high school back in the 80s.
you didn't wear these in the
No, just the
80s, not with these.
earrings, not the pearls. Just those big,
Yeah.
gigantic earrings.
So the earrings are going to be 8 and the necklace is going to be 12. If anybody wants to get their 80s disco time in, can you imagine that? They're wearing this to bingo in the nursing home. They are.
That's if they have to dress up. That's their dressy stuff.
Yeah. That's their church attire. That was when my Mib, I've got pictures of my Mib. That's my step grandmother with these things in there, with these with her picture with these colored stuff in there. She wore that.
Yep. Well,
Sure
okay,
did.
so this goes, I'm laughing because I pulled this out and this reminded me of my grandma. And I was laughing because I'm like, oh my God, I think the stones are the same color.
Wait, let me see. Oh, that's you were just that's subtle.
Yes, this one's toned down a bit,
Yeah, that's
but
subtle. That's yeah.
same color tone. So gold tone with clear rhinestones. Now I think these are glass. I,
I'm sure
yeah,
that if they're heavy like
yes,
that,
I
they
think those
probably
are
are.
glass. So we've got gold tone. I'm just taking notes. Gold tone, clear rhinestones,
Well, it's you've got colored rhinestones and
colored.
with clear accents
Okay,
on that little. I call it a bib style pendant, but what would y'all call it?
bib style pendant. Oh, I haven't heard that before.
So I call anything that has that where it looks like a bib where it goes across. I call that bib style, but some people say bib is like where it starts low at the neck and then comes down almost like covering the front of the chest. That's bib. But y'all tell me, would you say just that's a pendant? LaDonna, I know I'm gonna put a bell on it so that LaDonna will look. She's gonna kill me one day. She's gonna be like, I'm not gonna be your friend ever again.
And it's got a spring clasp O-ring,
Yeah.
O-ring, and this kind of chain. What do we call this?
Okay, so hold it. So, y'all, what is that? Because I want to say herringbone, but it's not herringbone. It's something else.
They've left that.
Is it more like a snake chain? Maria might know. More like a snake chain.
That's kind of what it looks like. It's real stiff. Serpentine. That sounds like a snake.
See, I knew if I talked about bells, she would come
She's like, can you guys
and
stop
help us.
bothering me all the time with your jewelry? Thank you, LaDonna. I do appreciate you very much.
We love you, LaDonna. Bib is more substantial and structured to me. Thank you to Jilly.
Jilly's here.
Yeah, so like bib would be like this and like this.
Like
Like it
this
covers you
thing.
like a bib. But this is more like just like a pendant, I guess.
What
She's
you
cooking
making
some
for dinner?
dinner.
Would this be more like a bib?
I think bib is gonna cover like this whole section right
Okay.
here.
Okay. So it's just gonna be
But I
bigger.
just say like
Okay.
pendant, bib style pendant. But I guess really that's not true because bib style would be like it covers your shirt for like a bib.
Okay. I'm gonna check.
Now it doesn't cover the whole thing, but if it would cover a whole like open button up open, it would cover that whole area.
Okay.
So I guess you wouldn't drop it on your chest, you drop it on your necklace. I cracked myself up. Okay. It's like long with a bunch of danglies. Yes, I have a whole bunch of those.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. We're talking about Wait, it's your turn, right?
No, I just did that thing with the bib.
Oh, where was I? Okay.
Okay, we need to
I'm
be
getting
done soon. She's
flustered.
losing it.
Okay, so this one, my friend Hetty figured out because I love when she writes me notes, right? So she already did the research. That's what that means. So when you're talking about family, that tree of life is the representation for like the family tree. So I think this is really cool. So that this is like a little gold tone on a little gold tone chain. It is marked Jamie Rodriguez. It is a Jamie Rodriguez tree of life. Now it is longer. She cooks bacon crusted pork loin and pine nut couscous.
How long does it,
It does not sound like pizza or
how
tacos.
long
It's
does it
Friday,
take to get
Ladon.
to Omaha from here, Jer? Wasn't it like 8 hours?
So it does have the jewelry tag on there, so she didn't have to do too much work, but she was able to find it, and it's pretty long. I look at her. She did all the research and then didn't tell me how long it was. Rude. Okay, 20, I'm going to say 28 inches. 28 inches. It's just a little gold tone, but it does have the tree of life. And I love that because we are talking about lollies and grannies and grandmas and moms and all the things. So, $9.
You need to-
And don't say anything to me, LaDonna, but she
Think it's
wrote
supposed to be, right?
$9. So I'm going with $9. What'd he say?
This is what we're having for dinner.
I was literally going to
It's not
order.
as fancy as the couscous, but we're gonna put this in the oven now.
What's your sweet?
Okay, Jerry's cooking dinner.
Oh, that's hysterical. Hey, it
Nine
works,
ninety
right, Mr.
eight.
Terry? It's just 9. I'm giving a
No,
discount.
nine ninety
She
eight.
put 9.98. It's just $9 if anyone is interested in that one. All right, what else you got? I've got about 4 more
Oh my
pieces.
goodness, we take too long. Emmeline's gonna kick our butt one of these days. You guys, if you don't want to watch
Oh,
jewelry, Emmeline and Willie, I think, are on over doing other stuff.
hold on. Let me look over there and see what
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing.
probably way more having way more fun.
Well,
Oh,
wait,
she's
hold on. Are
not?
they on yet?
Weren't they going on at 5:30? 5:30? Or is she waiting for us? Oh, she's
No,
not
I don't.
feeling
I think.
well?
Oh, no,
Stinks.
they're not on.
Oh.
Um, Two Dizzy Cats is coming on
Ooh.
at 6:30 our
Ah,
time,
okay.
my time.
Oh no. An
So,
allergic reaction.
Arctic. Wait, Arctic Angel is on though right now. So I don't know what she's doing. I think she has
Mm-hmm.
jewelry too. But so okay, you can watch jewelry, and then they will save us at 6:30.
She's probably much more qualified than I am, though. Okay.
Right, me
This
too.
is more of a value thing. And I are these pieces still like hyped up right now? Because I had heard they were for a while. So this is a rhinestoney tennis style bracelet with multicolored bead or glass stones. Um,
Hey, Amy.
with this fancy safety clasps on the sides here. Um, this is Mark Joan Rivers.
So let me see it again
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
that's all right.
refreshed.
It's hard to show. There we go. So it is a Joan Rivers piece, and I think I got it from Misty.
Well, it's pretty cool. I've
Yeah,
never seen one. It
and
has.
it's the clasp is really really nice. Like it's got the safety things on the side. It does hold its value. Okay, that's what someone had. I don't know who I was watching. Some
I think a list. I mean, that would be fine if it doesn't sell today to
Yeah,
list.
that's what I kind of and yeah it is.
It's got one of the great little box
It's
clasp,
yep
right? Sliding
yep
in
and it's
with the
marked
double
on the back
safety.
right there. Um,
Yeah, they have
but
that double safety.
super pretty.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a great pride bracelet.
I didn't think of that. I should wear that for that.
Yeah, it is a great pride bracelet. But she did make good stuff. You're right. She made high quality
Okay.
stuff because she was a high quality lady.
Okay, good to know. So the comps on it from Google were kind of all over, but they started around 30. So that's what I was kind of
I would say like, yeah,
okay.
28, 30. Depends on how bad you want to get rid of it. 24 is what LaDonna
Okay,
said.
sounds good. If anybody'd like it for 24, let me know.
She can cook and value our
Well,
stuff
that's
for
nice
us.
of her.
She is every
She's
woman.
making couscous and I don't even know how to make couscous. I've had it. I like it.
It's Yeah, I like it. Except if you know how you eat fast, I eat fast because when you're in education, you get 30
Yeah.
minutes to get there, heat your food up, sit down, chew your food, clean up your food, and pick your kids back up.
You
So
forgot to
I
go to the
learned.
bathroom.
Well, no, I don't get to go to the bathroom. We can go to the bathroom at 3:30.
Oh, I had to go to the bathroom in mine, so there was the bathroom in there.
Yeah, they're wanting your recipes now, LaDonna. Okay, so I have a couple of brooches. This one I really like this. I think it's
Ooh, that's
different.
pretty.
It's just a little gold tone with white enamel, 4-leaf clover, um, little, I guess, shamrock, 4-leaf clover. I think it's 4-leaf clover if it's 4 and a shamrock if it's 3. Girl, I don't know. Anyway, I love the design on the inside. This one is not broken. A lot of times when I get brooches like this piece down here or a leaf part will be broken. I do not have a make or marker on there, but look at how they've threaded that.
In between each. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
they've threaded it kind of like a guitar or a harp is threaded, it looks like to me. It's not a safety, but it is a rollover. You see that sticking out
Mm-hmm.
there? And I know that Felicia had talked to us about dating that kind of stuff and what it was called. But this, I don't normally see like a clover or shamrock style brooch. So I do, if anyone is interested in this one, it would be $12 start for the starting bid. So just tell me to run it. It is, the enamel's in great shape in this one. You can see they cut out and rolled that in there. So yeah, I would start this one at 12 if anyone is interested. Now it's not a safety because there's a little clasp piece that comes out right there, but the clasp is in working condition and all. So yeah, that's one of the little brooches, and I think that's pretty. Good luck for the fam. All right.
I literally just zoned out for a whole month. Like, just your
Your
voice.
brain took a
Your voice
neurological
is
nap.
soothing. I've been up since 4. Jerry got up to go potty, and
That's it.
once I was up, and I was like, oh, now I'm awake. I'll go potty, and then
Then you might as well get coffee and
well,
start your
then
day.
I can't go back to sleep because I lay there stressing about things. And then I pick up my phone and then I start doom scrolling. And next thing I know, it's 5. And I'm like, crap, mom's coming to pick me up for the pool in a half an hour. I guess that's it. I'm done for the day.
Yep.
So now I'm like, oh boy. All right, this is new. And I'm showing it. So this is how it came. Jilly, we should start chatting. Although it's 4 a.m. your time, would be 3 a.m. my time. Don't call me at 3 a.m. No, 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 no. You could call me at 5 your time. So this is marked. Does anybody know what this is?
Let me see.
Me
Nope.
neither. So there's a lot of
Is it upside down?
maybe. There's a lot of new jewelry in this stuff she has because it's estate jewelry. It looks like a bee from that way. So I might have to
Mhm.
do more digging. But if anybody would like a group of, this is how I got it. So they're all bracelets and they're new and they're pretty. I don't know if there were, so there's this one that's kind of leathery. I just didn't know what the heck this brand was.
Me either. Have you Googled the tag?
I have not. Look at these funky things. It's like a fake quartz.
That's druzy.
Druzy, what's that mean?
What's that? Druzy is a druzy quartz.
Is that real?
Druzy quartz is real, yes.
Oh, I thought that seemed like it was something fake.
No, and it's usually like got it looks like a coating of gold around the edge
Yeah.
and the back that almost looks like it was soldered. I can't see yours very good. They look more like one of the custom new jewelry type pieces that pop up in ads. Could be.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking. Like, there's another, there's that one.
Nikki said,
Yeah, she's picking on me.
Google, what's that?
Who's the first?
Did you
Who's the
Google
first
it?
person that sends me a message and goes, "What should I do for this?" I'm not answering you next time, sister.
Hey,
Sister.
reply to her and say, "Did you Google it?"
Exactly. Yeah, they're really pretty. They're really pretty. All
They
of
go
them.
together well.
All of them are very nicely done. That's why I was like, they don't feel like Temu junk or nothing. But
Yeah, that looks like druzy to me.
Jersey. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. Gold tone or copper tone? One, actually, they're both. This one is gold tone. No, I'm not helping you now, snarky one. And this one is more copper tone.
She will, Nikki. She will. Don't let her say that. She
Which means,
will. That's like, yeah, she'll tell
oh,
you.
Carolyn, do you know this? She knows newer jewelry.
Yeah, she does.
Do you?
LaDonna says just make a decision and go with it. Girl, no, because every time I do that, it has not worked out in my favor.
Do you know this logo, Miss Carolyn? I don't think that.
It could be JR or a
Yeah.
B. I haven't decided.
Me neither. Or if you went this way, it's EP.
Right. So, and that way has a period after it.
Oh, so
could
maybe
be.
it. Okay, well, we're gonna figure this out. But they're very pretty. If someone could use them, I can't sell them on anything other than here. So if someone would like them, I would run them for, I don't know, $12. There's 5 of them. And they came like this. They were all attached together like that.
Oh Lord, stop at the stoplight if you drive.
No, you're gonna. She messages me while she's driving. That way, Carolyn, don't crash. We've already had that happen. This
LaDonna, Lord,
or that way. I'll send you a picture of it, goofball.
Yeah, we'll do it later. It's really not that big of a deal.
I just thought they were pretty. They seemed like they weren't crap.
So this is a little vintage Coro.
Oh, that's cool.
MCM gold tone and silver leaf brooch. No, it's urgent. We need to know now, says LaDonna. LaDonna, hush a fuss. Stir your meat over there. Look at that. Coro did some great detail, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty.
Yeah. There's your Coro mark right there. Right there. It is a signed Coro piece. And it is, I think it's about 2 inches. Yeah. 2 inches. Hold up the logo again.
Maybe it'll work better if I do the silver one. Maybe we can tell then it's either that way. I can't hold it up. Or it's that way. We're not sure.
Pick your poison there.
Okay.
So I have a vintage signed Coro. Got it. She said gold tone. I'm going to call this leaf.
That's really pretty leaf. Because I mean, I get a lot of leaf brooches, but that one's beautiful.
I love the detail in there. And I would run this one. We can run it for 12 if anyone is interested in it for the signed Coro. So just let me know if you're interested in this one and I'll run it for 12. The signed Coro.
Good deal. All
Yeah.
right, you got one.
I mean, I do have to take some pictures of some stuff and get it listed. But I just did pictures for my stuff for my Sunday sale. I'm having a Sunday sale.
I'm gonna watch your Sunday sale.
It is going to be like moms and kids and babies and all the things. So my hold on, shameless plug. I do have my catalog loaded. I do have items in there. I do have one item that maybe Jay Parker, she said.
Jay.
Maybe
Oh,
Jay
all right. That looks like
Parker.
it could be a JP. Yep.
Thank you, Carolyn. So I do have some things listed in there. One item says only for this sale because it's not a true vintage item, but I had already taken pictures of it before I forgot that. I was just on a roll. So it is says in there it's only for the sale. So check out the catalog for my Sunday sale. And I am gonna have a couple of things to run on the fly as well. That's at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern on Mother's Day. On Mother's, she said, I did pull over to look at the photo. Thank you, Miss Carolyn, for pulling over.
Oh, Lordy girl.
Okay, what else do you
You
have?
know, she Marco Poloed me one day while she
Uh-huh.
was driving, and she's chatting away on there. And next thing I know, she goes, "Oh," and then a swear word that it wasn't a real bad one, like I would have said. But she's like,
Mm-hmm.
she missed her turn. It was hilarious. It was so funny. She was upset because she was trying to get to an estate sale, and then she ended up missing her turn because she was chattering away.
Did she say, oh, sugar?
No, it might have been a sound, but that
Okay.
wouldn't have been.
Sugar,
Mine
she
would have
said.
been more like a sound.
Profound.
All right. So I love this piece. This is God, that was really close. I have to apologize for that. This is a piece that I think I would wear.
Let me see this since you're
I
going to wear
know.
it.
It's I don't know why. It's kind of, I don't want to say boho-y to me, but I love hoey. It's just hoey. Where the way it falls into
It's
your
a bow.
bosom. Um, but
Fluffy, she said.
what I like is just I don't know. I just love this. I just think it's really pretty. And the cool thing is
Hi, Barb.
it's Lisner.
Oh, good.
Yes. Now, is Lisner something that was around for quite a while?
I don't know that answer.
Yes.
I'll have to
Yes.
defer that to the peanut gallery.
I will have to do more work. But when I pulled it out, because it looks modern, like it's got more of a modern design to it, I think. But when I turned it over, I was like, whoa, it's marked Lisner.
It's an
Yeah,
older
so
name,
it
so
is an older
Donna.
piece with just kind of a really, really cool. I think it's kind of a modern design. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I just I could picture that with, I like browns and that kind of stuff with just a sweater and or black and just a sweater. I thought it was pretty cool. But
That's
isn't it pretty? I was super
so it
surprised.
said Lisner jewelry is a highly collectible American vintage costume, I cannot talk, brand active from the 1930s to the 1970s, known for its mid-century modern aesthetic featuring nature-inspired themes like molded plastic jelly leaves, aurora borealis crystals, and bright lucite. Popular and often signed, pieces range from roughly $10 to over $200 for sets with jelly leaf and brightly colored sets being particularly sought after.
Okay. See, because I've had some of I think,
Per Google.
yeah, I think one of the other pieces we pulled out one time was Lisner, and it was that that plasticky stuff. So that I was like, yeah, that makes sense to me. But it's just so different than that. And, but if that could be a 70s design, would be my guess. Yeah, the thermoset. Thank you. That's what I remembered us looking at the last time that was Lisner, was the
Oh yeah,
thermoset.
that's that word where I couldn't say that
Yep.
either.
So, but
I kept
that's
calling
why
it
when I
thermostat.
pulled that out, I was like, that says Lisner on it. But I mean, it's really intricate. All of this little design in here is really pretty. Um, and I might end up keeping this one, I think. I don't know.
Oh, look at this. It says American jewelry company Lisner were in business from 1890s until 1985.
Huh.
Founded in 19 Lisner Company has been officially founded in 1904. Its roots go back to post-Civil War New York City, where David Lisner, his father Selig, and brothers George and Abraham, I can say that word, were merchants selling fancy goods in
Well, I'm
1861.
gonna call this a fancy good. Well, LaDonna, it's good to know that at least when I do pick out pieces, I at least I do kind of pick the nice ones, I guess. But
You got caviar
that's
taste,
right.
girl.
So, but I don't wear a lot of jewelry, and I have a lot of stupid Leah Sophia from when my sister sold it. But this one I just thought was, and it has the hook clasp, and it's just got this really pretty little end on it. But yeah,
Hmm.
I was excited by it. I don't know that I will sell this one yet. I'm gonna Google it to find out what it's worth, but it was in the bag and I was like trying to figure out what it was, and then I was shocked when I saw that on the back. So thought it was a good one.
It was. Here's another one so we got the gold tone. This is perfect for red, white, and blue
Oh, that's
upcoming.
pretty.
Got a little gold tone spring snap bracelet with this navy color. So it's a really nice deep navy color with the little hearts on there. How cute would that be for um, bringing those
Oh
rat virus
no.
people here for quarantine? Now, LaDonna, just pray for them and keep going. You don't want to be sick. Look at that enamel.
2.0.
All I could think about, y'all, I'm not okay. We're not gonna talk about this, but all I could think about, because I'm gonna be real honest. Hold on. Is when I read that story, the only thing I said was, "Oh my Lord!" Mr. Jerry told me when he watched that video. Did you see that rat stuff? You need to wear
That's
gloves.
exactly that's exactly why he was questioning that. He adores you. I'm not joking. When I tell you that my husband adores you, he does. And that
So
when he saw you near that, he was all freaked out. He's like, "Oh, she needs to get away from that." So, yes.
So then when this happened, and I said, "Oh, I'm in trouble," because he's going to be like, "See, I told you." But I was much more careful, as my kids say, much more careful to the next time that I went. However, I did not have on gloves, but they had cleaned up. I still didn't wear gloves, but I even say, so the video coming up about that, Mr. Jerry might want to listen up, because I said, Mr. Jerry told me to be careful. So I believe that it's in the video. I don't think I
And
edited that out because I was like, oh, I didn't tell you.
before I forget, can you message me what size t-shirt you wear?
Ah, big.
Just message me because
Big.
because we
Grandma.
got to add to your collection.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
have a Badger t-shirt?
Oh no, from a college days. I do not.
All
I
right.
get to wear a college t-shirt every
Okay,
Wednesday.
we're going to get you a Badger t-shirt, Jerry said. And we're going to get you a UWSP because we're a college town. So we're going to get you a University of Wisconsin Stevens Point t-shirt.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
deal. Okay,
So
I'll
you
do it.
message me and then we'll get you the t-shirts.
Yes, and then when people ask me, I'll be like, "Well, it's not from around
No,
here.
way up north.
Y'all wouldn't, you wouldn't know it.
Hi,
It's not from
Dusty Moose.
here." Hey, Dusty Moose. All right. Well, thanks for making me feel really bad, LaDonna. Anyway, so it is the spring. I do like this one though. It's the enamel, the hearts, the navy. I think it'd be cute for red, white, and blue. It's a good little thickness on that. It's got a little bit of weight, but not too weighty. The snap clasp is good on there. I like the ones that are magnetic better, but I don't think this one is. Well, it could be. Yeah, that's magnetic too, because it usually just has this little piece right here. $10. If anyone is interested in that one, the starting bid would be $10. All right, I have one more
Do
piece.
it. I'm done.
Oh, she's finished. She's maxed out. It's this little one. And I just found this piece. That's why. Look at that little pressed piece. Look how dainty that is. So there's enamel down
Okay.
here. This is like one of those Capa de Monte style flowers that are always broken, but it's not broken. But I love this little pressed gold tone metal right here. Look at the detail in that. And see, they've soldered that on where we would hot glue it. They soldered it on. And it's pretty much a safety C class. It's little. I don't even have it in a bag. That's how you know I just found it. It's about 1.5 by about 1 as I throw it down on the floor. And so I would do this one for we're gonna do this one for 5 if anybody is interested. I know we're not supposed to do that, but it's a special day. Anyway, it's got a pink flower on it. It has a pink flower on there. So, and it looks kind of grandma style.
Very grandma.
So if anyone is interested, that one would be 5. That one's cute with that little set too.
It's like a little corsage.
But it is. It's like a little corsage. But Karen, it's because it's pink and it's grandma style. I know she's watching the voice from above. She's watching.
That should
So
be.
I had a good time today.
I learned lots today. So I have
Yes.
look, I have
Her brain
I
is
do not
tired.
know how to spell this word, so I'm pretty sure I wrote ravioli.
I did too.
So
I
now
don't know
I
how to
will
spell
not
it either. I
remember
know
that
the
word.
word
Next up, what is it?
Rivoli.
Raw,
Rivoli. Girl, I'm from South Carolina. I know you're not asking
raw.
me to pronounce nothing.
See, it's gonna look like ravioli again. Raw.
I don't know. Let's Google it. Since we Google every dabberm thing else in the world.
Raw.
Rivoli.
Ratatouille. It's not
No.
ratatouille. Oh, R.I. Maybe it's R.I. If I write it that way, it won't look like ravioli. So then I'll Google it.
Rivoli stone setting. Let's just see if that's it.
Look at the lady from.
It is Rivoli. Rivoli stone settings are specialized metal frames, often with prongs or, oh man, big word, bezel cups, designed to hold pointed back faceted 1122 Rivoli crystals securely. Well, we don't have those crystals, but we do have pointed back stones.
I'm telling you, Jilly nails.
Google thing.
Jilly nails things because Jilly knows the English language better than all of us.
Well,
Because
I'm from South
right,
Carolina.
and we all learn these words and then we say them in certain ways, and then next thing you know, we're writing ravioli, and that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I just put it in. That's the way you spell it. And I Googled it, Nikki Moss. I
Rivoli.
Googled it.
Got it.
Rivoli.
I did spell cabochon right, so I did get that.
I always mess up cabochon. I try to put cabochon and it's cabochon, right? Or did I do that backwards? Anyway, it doesn't
You
matter.
are correct, Carolyn. It's because we learn to talk before we learn to spell or and read and write. So that's why.
Try to be in the South and teach children phonics. Especially when you're in a military town and they come from all over the world and then they end up in your little bitty country bumpkin town, and you know the teacher next to you says, today we're going to learn And they're like, what'd she say? Right. Ravoli, ravioli, tomato, potato. It's all the same thing. Correct. See, it's cabochon and not SH. Because where I'm from, Sean is
Oh,
SH.
see, I have
AWN.
CABOCHON. So that one I did get right. But apparently I'm
Put it all together and we got
but
soup.
apparently I'm saying it wrong because it's cabochon, not cabochon. I don't know.
Well, we made it. That's all. I mean, it's Friday. It's after five
We had some
o'clock.
fun together. We learned some stuff.
We did. We worked.
Yes,
We worked. We had a sale. We celebrated people. We learned stuff. I mean, we
that's
worked.
right. We did our thing.
Kind of things. Kind of things out does not. Oh, yeah. Some things do not. Sounding things out does not work. Who are you telling? And I'm over here clapping it. Cabo shop. You know you're an elementary teacher when you're like clap the syllables.
Carolyn, what time
Oh
are you
Lord,
coming
that's not
on?
Carolyn. Carolyn's on at like 7
Okay. And Dizzy's doing, Amber's doing stuff at 6:30.
in 15 minutes.
Okay. Um,
So
anybody,
at her,
y'all want
yeah,
us to
8
stay
Eastern.
on or you want to, anybody want to go pee pee? What do you want us to do?
Grab a snack. Y'all, I simply cannot eat anything else today. I I will am ashamed to tell you everything. I was so sleepy that I just kept eating to I mean, I figured I can't go to sleep while I'm eating, but I almost did. Thank God for Vamp today. Hey Susan. Hey
Yay,
buddy.
Susan.
When I say thank God for Vamp today, these eyelids were closing and I was like, nope, focus on Vamp.
Mm.
And I was at work, but then somebody, thank God, would come in bleeding or something and I would, be able to get up and walk around. Yeah. I've had about 5 coffees today. All I've done is spit.
Jerry.
Is the dinner, is the oven
Yeah.
ready?
Boy, Jerry will get it. That way I
Yeah.
have to clean.
Mom,
He says I'll cook, and then that means he wants me to clean.
oh, my baby boy has a strong Southern accent. You should hear him talk to his grandmother, who was born and raised in Colombia. That's like me every day, honey. Every day. And if the more tired, the more tireder that I get, the thicker this accent gets. So it's like the words just draw out because I'm too tired to enunciate, to look at you. I can't do anything. My social battery is zero. I missed all the fun today, but I hope it was successful. It has been a blast.
I think if nothing else, we have all enjoyed being together for the day and really celebrating this
Yes.
community part. And that's, I think, what we really wanted Misty to understand through this is that she created this. She created
Mm-hmm.
something that, yeah, we're on here to sell, and yeah, we're on here as part of our own businesses. But somebody said it today earlier, and it made sense to me. I think Cheryl said it. You are kind of like my coworkers, because in a way, I don't have coworkers here. I have coworkers. They're in Appleton. They're an hour away from us, and a lot of us
Mm-hmm.
are working from home, or this is our business. And so having all of us together in this way in a community where it's not about who's selling the most and who's making the most and all of that, I think it just gives us some place to feel like, I say family more than coworkers because I feel like a lot of us are family. So I hope she knows that that's that's what she's done.
Yeah, Karen says the great. She says, yes, she has poured into others. It was time to show her and express what she's helped do. Yeah, she's built even well before
Yep.
Vamp. I will say that Misty started laying the groundwork and sharing and teaching those of us who went on to do YouTube. And you look at, she helps you break it apart, whether it's what about your thumbnail, what about your intro, what about your outro, what about, do you mention, hey, don't forget, tell people to subscribe, don't forget, bring them over to Vamp.
Mhm.
So I have these little things, the little pictures, and you'll see that in my videos I now pop them up to say, and then you put it in your description because they're going to remember to go to your
Yeah, see, and those are the things I need to get better at.
description. Yeah, but she's demonstrated and modeled all that. She's the exemplar for that in that teaching portion. Then to teach us all of the things about the vintage that, so she's like the person, right, who started teaching, but then she brought all these other people, and we all have a certain different skill set. There's people that know antiques, there's people that know ephemera, jewelry, all the things. And now we've all kind of come together, and she's just built this
Yep.
university,
Yep.
this whole, the vintage
Yep.
university, just bringing people together from literally all over the world.
And she did it with laughter and fun and compassion,
Mm-hmm.
and by living her life the way that, like, she's real about it. Like, it's not,
Yes.
where you stand. And that's the kind of stuff that we need more of. Like,
And then opened up and told people, come on to see where I live. That's the number one rule. You don't bring people to your house. But she did. She's like, come on, y'all, just come on over. And she opened up her shop. And then look at how many of us converged on that one little shop in Bedford at Christmas, the first time, the second time, and then you guys are still continuing to go. So yeah, I mean, I say it all the time. I met these people in the chats, and then I was like, hey, pick me up at the airport. Mom said, do you know these people? Yes and no. She said, what they look like? I said, you can see them on YouTube. Do you know anything about them? Where do they live? I think Nebraska. I'm not sure. She said, and you're going to live with these, like stay with these people?
we all just stayed,
But it's
a
been,
bunch of us, we don't know, we all lived in a house together for a whole weekend.
yep. Children of the corn. That's right. Mom said these could be children of the corn.
It is hard to explain. It is very hard to explain. Like, when
Yeah.
when you look at your parents and you're like, yeah, and you're not wrong when you say you're going. My mother was like, you guys are driving 8 hours to go to a flea market with some friends? And I'm like, you're
Yeah.
darn straight we are. Good one, Jilly.
Children of Elkhorn. Yeah. And then LaDonna and Cheryl, they drove, what is it, 14 hours to stay at my house. Dolores is from the UK. She spent the night at my house.
Oh,
Debbie's from Mexico. She spent the night. Arizona. She spent the night
I
at my
just told
house. All
Susan
of
if
them.
she's going up to her cabin in northern Wisconsin to come and spend the night at our house on their way up. Why not?
We're just like, y'all, come on. So it's not really a cult because we invite other people in. We welcome everybody. And you don't have to like do certain things. You can just
We
come and
also don't
watch.
have signs in our front yards and stuff. So
Not yet, but we've got t-shirts and buttons,
that's true. That's
stickers. We've
true.
got all
That's
that.
just
Yeah.
marketing.
That's why I said it's. Somebody said something. Oh, good, as a joke. Oh, good, it's a cult. I said, because we let everybody in.
Yeah, don't call it a cult.
We're a camp, Vamp camp. Sounds
My,
better than cult,
I'm
and we
telling you,
are.
my favorite part of today was, and this is going to sound poopy, and not very nice, was going on the district website and, oh, low battery mode, and seeing, all the shows that were going on all over the place. And then just the whole row of the page
See a
with
pink.
Misty's
Yeah.
face on it. It made me smile. I was like, here we go, folks. We're going to fill your whole thing with our camp. So that was
It
cool.
is fun. It is. It's really fun. And I said it before. I said it's more like you go off to college, and you meet, and you might go to the engineer school or the school of music, but these are your people, that's kind of like it is. You're still learning and doing life together, living in the dorms, going to classes together, and taking class and tests. But it's like a little vintage university that she's created, and we finally we're like the country club of vintage. Now, who's going to dance with Patrick Swayze? Oh, bless him. Don't he have one leg shorter than the other?
He's dead.
I know, but didn't he? Okay, didn't he have? What? Bless his heart. I think he did, y'all. Didn't he? That shows you how
Jerry
much.
has one leg shorter than the other.
Is he Patrick Swayze? Can he lift me up over his head?
No.
Okay. Karen's like, I don't know. Why do you ask questions like that? It's just the only random trivia that I know.
I did not know that
I
about
mean,
him. Yeah, amen, sister. Exactly. Who's looking at his legs?
well, Donna.
It's after
He
6.
said, does it matter? No, not really. But I'll have to Google it. Nikki, Google it. Nikki, Google that and tell us. I want a full report on the community tab, but put it in. Yeah, I guess you could put that in the community tab. Oh, speaking of community tab, before we leave, I want to tell you this. Karen, you remember this morning you were
She's
talking
got that
about
ruler.
the number stick. This is my number stick. You remember we were talking about y'all were talking about prom or something. I think because it's prom and graduation that either you have to post your prom picture or your graduation picture.
Some of us didn't go to prom.
I went and I had a
We
ball.
were chubby and we had a
I
mullet.
went with.
Remember? Nobody asked the chubby girl with the mullet to prom.
I went with my friends. It was guys
See,
and
I
girls.
think that's the difference between our ages. Because you didn't do that. There wasn't that.
Well, you weren't allowed to have a boyfriend for sure. Mm-mm. Yes, we'll post post your senior pictures. Oh, I don't know about that. My hair might not fit. But I do have a prom picture. I have no pics from prom.
Oh.
I think my mom is the only one that has.
That's a bummer.
I think I have one on my phone. I'll start it. Because I think I have one on my phone. If I think I have one on my phone, also, so I need to post a picture of my granny and my prom picture. Those two will not look anything alike. Okay.
Well, I can find
I
a
think my
senior
mom was
picture,
older.
but I don't have a prom picture. But I can find a senior picture.
Senior picture, I will show mine live because when do I go? It's a Wednesday that I go. Is it the 17th or the 14th, something like that? That I go with Amy, Freaky Cheek Boutique. She's doing the Whispers from the Past. So I'm going with her, and I am going to read my senior yearbook comments. I've got to find it first, but senior yearbook. So you'll see, I'm going to read comments about what people said when I was a senior. Y'all, I might need to preface some of these and read. Yeah, Karen, we want to know that, but don't do it when I'm at work. Do it when I can watch. I need that tea, girl.
Ooh.
I didn't have a diary because, let's be honest, I didn't like to write at all. I could sing like nobody's business, but I'm not going to write.
I have letters that I wrote. What are they letters from? Someone gave them back to me. So I must have wrote them to somebody. And
They were like,
I think it might have been one of my grandparents because I think my dad found them when my grandpa had kept them. I think that's what they were. Maybe they were when I was in Germany or something.
Friend. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, well, how sweet. She found a box of letters from her boyfriend that she went from middle school to high school. But she said best friend, not boyfriend. So, well, we have had a good time today, and I will be on Sunday. I saw that Jilly has a photo shoot. Is she fixing to be famous?
Jilly has a photo shoot?
She said something up here earlier about, yes, go live on Sunday to keep her occupied while she does her photo. It didn't say photo.
Oh, is she shooting? Is she just taking pictures? She's probably doing listings. She's
Oh, I'm
been
thinking
she's been working a lot
famous.
at the school, so her weekends she has to take pictures. But if you're gonna do a photo shoot, can you do a glamour one? Like
Who went to the J.C. Penney and had their glamour photo
not me,
taken?
but my friend did, and it was real bad.
It was awful. And now one of the schools in our district, they did for teacher appreciation, they set up one of the they recreated the J.C. Penney and Sears pictures where they were like this and they did a photo thing for them. It was
Okay, that's kind of
hysterical.
fun.
It was a good time.
At least that would be entertaining pictures in the yearbook.
Yes. So I'm going to read. So I'll show my senior photo. I'm sure the hair doesn't even fit in the little square, but the senior photo and read from my senior yearbook
Nice.
for that. And but Sunday is going to be like Mother's Day, Daughter's Day, Children's Day. I've got some fun little things for babies all the way to like little kids and mommy stuff. So
Cool.
that'll be fun. So I hope y'all can join me.
I'm not really planning on going on the weekend. And then we have our show on Monday, our usual kitchen glass and that kind, not kitchen glass,
Mhm.
kitsch and glass and stuff. And then Nikki and I are doing a glass show on Thursday. And I am grabbing some glass that I've had around for a while. So it
Yeah.
might not be priced all that high. So that's what we got coming up this week. And then
Just telling you in advance, Karen.
her and I are going to, and Jerry, we are still meeting up for Elkhorn, the three of us. She's brave to hang out with us again. And so her and I will probably go live Sunday night in her normal time slot next week to show our
Mhm.
finds. Hopefully Willie will pop on because I would love to harass him too, but
He's always fun to give somebody a hard
yes,
time or give
Miss
them a hard time.
Blondie's
So
here.
I think that
Somebody on now?
so Arctic Angel is on and Two Dizzy Cats is on. So I'm going to close out and we're just going to raid one. Y'all pop back and forth because that's what I did today. I had my phone with my earbud and possibly alleged. Bye.
I'm gonna head out so you can shoot everybody's house. Bye, you guys. Love ya.
Thank you for your time.
Bye. Possibly allegedly maybe on the computer today, but it was kind of busy today. But I was glad that when I sat down for a minute, oh my gosh. Hey mama, I'm getting off now because we're going to go raid. So y'all, thank you so much for being here. Hope you can catch me on Sunday and let's go raid. Thank you, Karen, for setting up this whole lolly thing. And we will see y'all next time. Y'all stay pretty. Be sweet. Bye-bye.